because I've been listening to like a webcast that comes out of Baltimore about like Baltimore sporty things, and I'm like, yeah, I miss that, and I miss that, and then you start talking, it's like I don't miss that.
Yeah.
That shit is not shit that I miss.
I lived in Hampton, which is technically not Baltimore. It's technically Baltimore County, but it's Baltimore. It's like two.
You mean
exits up.
Hamden or
Hampton? They sometimes they throw a P in there, sometimes they don't.
Hampton?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
There's a P in the spelling.
Yeah. Telly, you could turn your mic up a bit.
Yeah, that'd be good. Am I good? I turned mine down.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So just right around there, maybe.
We could use more of you.
A little more, yeah. A little more.
Smegmatown, Poutine Land.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Somewhere in the middle there.
Split the difference. How about right around?
Yeah. Say
Right
something.
about.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I mean, again, like, you know, I farted on my hand and smelled it. What have either of you done today?
I did get an idea for a new segment, Blues.
A smegment?
And a smegment, if you will, which yes, I was Dusty Rhodesing for a minute because I used to. You will appreciate this, Telly. I used to lurk on a really good wrestling website. I never posted once, but they used to have the funniest shit, and they used to say "if you will," like WEEL, you know, for Dusty Rhodes, rest in peace.
Oh my God, yeah.
Rusty Dodes.
Rusty Flarbs. But yeah, I had a point there and I can't remember it now. So it must have been a good story.
You could bring your microphone down a bit.
Me's?
More, yeah, just a touch
Oh, I'm
more.
so sorry.
Were you doing something else? It's never like this. It's. I mean, you know, the fidelity of the microphone is great. It's just like,
I done fucked up. I realized that I went back to watch the VOM crossover episode.
Well, there's your first mistake. Never
But I
go
went
back.
I
Jack
never
Reacher.
go back, never surrender. I went.
Still haven't seen it.
It's worth your time.
Yeah.
But you're not a doc boy, so it's okay.
We'll see. I got to be.
I watched a
docking?
great.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
love
big fan of
docking.
docking. Big fan of docking.
Yeah. Oh.
And we'll get to a component of docking later.
Docking and sounding and all sorts of other shit that makes my wife go, "Why the fuck do you know what that means?" But because boys are gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there was a different. Oh, I went back and watched. I'm like, why does my guitar sound weird? It's because the microphone for my amp wasn't turned on.
Oh, that'll do it.
Because I'm a dummy head.
Yeah. I mean, no.
I thought it sounded okay on Monday. I didn't notice anything, but then
I didn't really notice either.
Surprisingly okay for being the sound of my unamplified casino through this microphone not set up for it. I'm like, that sounds really good for how shitty the setup is.
Does your mic is your mic bi? Does it go both ways? Because mine is singular directional.
Oh, yeah. Mine has options.
Oh man.
Mine
Fluid?
can be onesie or twosie or allsy.
Maybe if I turn this the other way, maybe that'll fix my sound problem. I don't know which way.
Oh wow.
Did it?
That's a huge difference.
Yeah, it was facing the wrong way.
And I said, damn.
Yeah. Say something else.
That was incorrect.
Okay, how about now?
No, you could have kept the volume where it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so just like right around there, right around there.
Yeah.
Split the difference.
Yeah,
split
no,
the difference.
and then you know you can move away and talk and come forward and talk. Yeah.
And what I meant to say was, and I said,
you said what?
You said, but, and then I said,
you know, some shows don't hold up.
That bit does hold up.
That's great. That's from their first episode, I think.
It is. It is from
Really?
the very first episode.
Dude, because I slept on it for a little bit because there were so many Chappelle show
Chris
Mind
has
of
never seen
Mencia
fucking
and
Chappelle show.
The
I've
Amy
never seen
Schumer
Chappelle show. It turns out I was right about Mencia.
Oh,
He's
that's
he's
obvious.
terrible.
Yeah,
I will say I didn't see the new season, but Schumer's show was fucking fantastic.
I did. I came around on
good.
it. I'm not a fan of hers, but I came around on the show, and I think that part of it is, by
Because you don't like
herself.
women?
Well, I'm not
I
a
mean,
fan of
that
her
too,
comedy. I'm just a fan of her tweets about Palestinians. That's what I'm a fan of.
I think just the writing team on that was also
I've
really
never
good.
felt closer to you, Dick Johnson.
Just wait.
There is a good
There's
one.
time.
My favorite bit from that show was, if you've ever seen it, it's called
Was
the
it
last.
the 12 Angry Men?
No, it was the last fuckable day.
That is such a good bit.
Yeah, it's
Her stand-up
Yeah,
can be fine. That show was next level.
yeah, it was good.
and
Hey, aren't you the girl who talks about her pussy all the time? I am the girl who talks about her pussy. Well, come and sit over here and talk about it. But like that is just
That's
Julia
writers.
Louis-Dreyfus.
I mean, but the thing is,
brilliant.
but Julia Louis-Dreyfus, like, that was not her last fuckable day. Sorry, I hate to break it to her.
oh yeah, she did Veep. Like I saw all of Veep, most of Veep.
I know, but her bit about like I am so looking forward to letting all of this go. Like it was just so funny. Like I didn't like her stand up at all.
Yeah.
And then I saw the show. I'm like, this is real
Chappelle's
good.
show is better than those two specials he did around then, and those two
yeah.
specials are like incredible, for what it's worth. And what's the other one?
I don't know.
But
Is
just
it, is it within his Netflix contract?
No, this is when the show was
is
coming
before.
out. This was in like
Okay. Okay.
up to 2005.
Okay.
Yeah, when
Okay,
he was
fine,
when he was funny.
pal.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say go watch the stuff where he's like, people won't stop complaining about me complaining about trans people.
You mean how about I'm the voice of my generation. I'm probably the best there is. And then he does a whole like setup about showing how great he is at comedying.
Yeah, no, that's the last 30 minutes of that set, the closer, is like some of just the most whingy, out of touch, fucking rich boy, money poisoning ass shit
Money
I've ever
poisoning.
fucking
I
seen.
can't tell you how many times I have quoted that, and I credit you.
It's an
But
epidemic.
yeah, it's fucking money poisoning.
Stay
but
in
then,
Ohio.
I'm
not
fucking
in
serious. He
Ohio.
bought a goddamn town, and he should
He
just stay
did,
the fucking Ohio.
and he like holds them ransom.
Yeah.
Like, if you do this thing, I'm gonna pull all my money out. Well, think about that for a minute, buddy.
Yeah.
I remember during the pandemic, I remember hearing like Rogan at some point being like, Chappelle brought us out to the compound and we did all this like stand
And
up
we did the testing
edgelord
that
shit.
didn't exist yet.
Yeah, we did the test that didn't exist. None of us are getting the jab, all this other bullshit. But no, you're right. The last half hour of that was basically being like, here come my hot takes. And honestly, it was unfortunate because everything, what led up to that was pretty good in the sense that like people were jonesing for like, because he dropped off the map and it was out of nowhere. And people were like, what the fuck? Because he was on fire. So yeah,
And
Chris, it is worth
Fuego,
it.
if you will.
I won't.
Wait,
No.
drinking Fago?
Build the wall. What? Yeah, build the wall to keep out the juggalos. That's my
You
platform.
betcha.
Dick Johnson 2024.
Finally,
Let's keep out the
something we can
juggalos.
agree on. The one that got me before things got horrible. Whoa, Smegma,
Whoa.
come back.
Let's
What
keep talking.
happened?
Something happened. You hit a button.
Keep
The
talking.
one that got
Nothing.
me before 2016 was Cthulhu 2016. Why accept the lesser evil? And then everything went wrong. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not funny anymore. It's
Yeah, but
just,
it's no, but Chris, it's fine now.
everything's fine.
Didn't you see the State of the Union?
No, I wouldn't go near it. I
Good.
never watched one, and I keep it that way.
Yeah. It was delayed because of protesters against the genocide outside the White House.
I
It's
have
hilarious.
a very important thing for you to be aware of that I can hand to you because it's important that you know.
Okay.
It turns out this Bruce Springsteen guy, pretty good at music.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's okay.
I thought he was just a podcaster.
Hey, if you can. Oh, that's right. He did a podcast. Speaking of podcaster, so
A podcaster. I
that-
hardly even know her.
I'll say. Are you back?
I am.
I mean, he's been here the whole time. Don't call
Yeah.
it a comeback.
He's been here for years.
I mean, hopefully not. I just opened the
That'd be really weird.
studio,
You open
like
shit out like
virtual studio.
while I was in the middle of talking about something stupid.
30 minutes ago.
I'll tell you what, 9 minutes ago.
Podcaster.
Yeah, that guy that he referenced. I don't want to say his name because that guy.
Mm-hmm.
It really is that friend of yours. Do you remember that bit in when Homelander is with what's her name and she's all burnt up?
Yeah.
And she starts saying, and they're like,
oh
talking
my
about,
God, exactly.
and then she says like,
oh my God,
horrible shit.
And then
and
he's
I'm
like, no. And it's like, dude, yeah. Who won't, it's like how J.K. Rowling won't shut the fuck up about trans people.
Oh,
it's cool because she's just kidding, Rowling.
No, she's not kidding. She's very serious.
She means
all her friends are Nazis now,
and they just can't fucking let it go.
I don't understand that. Why do you dig your heels in so much?
But that guy,
Drogon,
had a person on who is specifically in a group to try to only make sure that biologically male and biologically female people can be in those sports. And I'm like, that's your hill. That's your fucking hill. And I'm like,
he'll be like, I'm just asking questions. I'm just, it doesn't matter that I'm platforming and essentially a hate group.
Because there was a period there where like he'd have somebody on like Greg Fitzsimmons,
or he'd have good musicians on.
Oh yeah. But they'd have conversations and in the middle of things they'd be talking about like he and Fitzsimmons have known each other since they started in comedy, since they were both sucking. They used to borrow each other's material when they had long shows they couldn't do. And the warmth between them is palpable.
Great Fitzsimmons.
Yes, I love that bit. He made a t-shirt of that. And by the way, I think he's okay. He came up on something else. It's like, it's got to be weird to be the sane one in the group of other. But they had a whole thing, and they both had rough upbringings with fathers or stepfathers who, frankly, beat the shit out of them. And they were talking about it, and they're like, and at one point, the other guy goes, yeah, corporal punishment puts you in line, but it wrecks you.
Yeah.
That's the show that I used to listen to.
Right.
It wasn't this other thing. And they had moments, and fucking Springsteen came up, and they were talking about the early stuff. And it's like, it documents a time where you're scared and you're vulnerable, and there are all these things going on, but you will never be that free again. Like, there would be moments like that, and I'm like, okay, these are people talking about interesting things. And then shit, or like, they'll have comedians I like Moshe Kasher will be on there.
God, he's so fucking funny.
I love Moshe
Effortlessly funny, and just a great interview.
And
always
so sharp.
On board to do a bit. Yeah,
so
great.
fucking
Him and
sharp.
Jeselnik are like two of like the quickest motherfuckers
Those
on a podcast.
are
interview.
Dude, Jeselnik
just
is...
He's an assassin.
That's my...
That is the perfect way
humor.
to put it. They don't get any funnier than that. At that specific
thing, because I think Paul F. Tompkins is one of like the funniest people in the world. James Adomian, one of the funniest people in the world. But they're like, Matt Gorley,
loving
Andy
the shit
Daly.
out of Harley Quinn, by the way. And when he shows up, it's a glory. Nothing like Ron Funches, though. Ron Funches makes me so happy whenever I hear the Funches voice.
I mean,
I just listened to his podcast. He had Greg Barrett on, who's somebody I love.
Greg Behindehurt?
And Behindehurt. And the two of them, what are there? Is there cake? Will there be cake? Like, his whole bit about that made me so happy. And he like shit on it later because he dealt with bigger stuff. I'm like, no, something as gloriously silly as will there be cake made me so happy. But the two of them, he had Barrett on his podcast to talk about his new book, and they weren't connecting. It wasn't happening. And then in the last 20 minutes, it happened.
What did it?
Oh shit. They connected
it's
over
like, 6 million is a big number. Wow. All right, let's go.
Oh, have you seen
Sadly, no. I I wouldn't have been able to come on the show because I would have been spent.
Nathan
But-
Fielder, what?
Nathan, it's
I don't
a
know
bit
what
where
that
he's Nathan for you. So he's doing a bit where he's like, it's like a fake interview, and the interviewer's going, "Oh, Nathan, like I've heard you donate to charity. You know, what charities do you donate to?" And Nathan's like, "Oh, I donate to Holocaust awareness charities." And the guy's like, "Oh wow, that's really good. It's really nice." And Nathan's like, "Well,
Where are we
yeah,
going?
And so basically the bit ends up with Nathan being like, "Well, how many Jews died in the Holocaust?" And the guy's like, "Well, I don't know. I wasn't there." And of course, like Nathan's the one writing the spit, so it's it's
Yeah, 'cause I've
hilarious.
had-
But like,
yeah,
well, were you
Those-
there, Chris?
that shit gets weird.
Oh yeah,
and,
totally.
and only in spirit, Telly.
But man, only in spirit. Well,
Havsy.
I guess.
Sorry.
Traditionally, yeah, because the mom.
Havsies.
So
I
Yeah.
was there in another life.
Havsies. Yeah, you should stop pushing people into trains. I'm just saying.
what? They got to get in the trains. They got to go to the place.
In a capitalist society.
So you're anti-transportation.
This
So
is
Chris Ehrich is anti-public transportation. Bet you
That's
wish you
not
had
where
a
I thought you were
nickname
going.
now.
You know what I thought you were going for? And it would have been the pull quote. I thought you were
Anti-trans.
going for, and Chris Ehrich is anti-trans.
Yeah, no, that's for the end.
Oh, I'm not going to finish it. No.
No.
You
I'm
have to
saying
come up
I
with
would
your own
end the
fucking pull
stream
quote.
in the middle of the thing. Yeah, in the middle of the word
I tell you what. Yeah,
I tell you what.
it's a true story. Yeah, but it's really weird going back to that podcast where we don't say the name of the person.
Yeah, Druggin.
It's weird because I was listening when it was like a live stream, like much like this or some shit, and they'd have random people on and I'd hear them talk about boxing for a while. Like, that's weird. Okay. I'll listen. And it's weird, like it's a voice I know from X amount of years ago. And I'm like, and sometimes it'll be fine. Moshe Kasher comes on. Sam Morrill comes on. People I like go on. And I'm like, I guess I'll listen to this. And it's like, and then somebody on who's just like, so like I had some time to kill. So I figured I'd just like start a website about hate. Why is...
Or I saw a website, or somebody sent me something on Facebook, and then I went down this weird rabbit hole because the internet is a free
people
domain
around
of everything. And then
And I know people,
Okay.
Jules, around. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, it's my turn.
Telly.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so I'm with you, Chris. Like, I listened for a while.
First time for
And,
everything.
I liked, I love Bill Burr, listen to Bill Burr, and like, Ari
He can be
Shaffir is
so
okay
funny,
with,
but he just picks his thing, and he's like, nope, not moving from this. And also,
the party begins. But then, like, I think that when Rogan was first coming up and I was listening to it, like, I got hooked in a little bit by like, there's this guy named Jordan Peterson. I'm like, this guy sounds like he's intelligent, blah, blah, blah,
wait.
blah.
Jules
Yeah.
has to do his thing.
No.
He's already been doing it.
Doing it well.
The party's begun, man. But
Yeah,
it was,
I mean,
it's
he'll...
just like,
Yeah.
but that's how like the indoctrination kind of begins. They
Right.
slip it in, and next thing you know, you've got Ben Shapiro. And I remember very vividly, like around the pandemic time, Joe Rogan would be like, "Well, I think it's really important that we get both sides of an argument and hear dissenting opinions, blah blah." And listen, I'm on board with that to a certain extent, but when you're basically passing a hot mic to people who want to spew hate speech,
You're
like,
on board with it in theory, but
There
once it
is-
gets in practice and it's just hate,
when it gets into hate, that's the thing is we've lost the plot in terms of like
Everything's fucking
intellectual-
debate club now.
Well, yeah,
These
I mean-
fucking debate bros, Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson,
Debate bros.
the
Oh my
entire
God.
the entire Daily Wire fucking circus, and
How's
like
the
the
movie, by the
fucking
way?
all of those motherfuckers. They
How's the movie?
what?
The Daily Wire movie, how is it?
Guess
I
Wait,
imagine
they made a
it-
movie.
it's better than the new Dune.
What?
No, of course not. It's the worst thing that's been made. It's not funny. It's nothing.
Not as funny as Dune.
Anyway, these debate bros go around acting like, oh, well, this is basically just like a technical economics debate where we're just like across each other on a podium, but they're talking about shit and they're you know, talking to audiences that can sway so much influence, like electorally, and like have actual real consequences in society. How many of these motherfuckers' manifestos have Ben Shapiro in it? You know what I mean? These mass shooter motherfuckers.
Do they? I'm not aware.
Oh, so fucking many. The Christchurch shooter, the guy who shot up the church in Kentucky, the guy who shot up the church in Canada.
I think you're making
all
Telly
of those
sad.
motherfuckers.
No, I don't like.
Shapiro.
I don't fucking hate Ben Shapiro. He can't get his
I'm
wife
just
right. It's something
fucking
that
with
clears
you,
is
man.
real.
He doesn't
But,
understand female
vaginas work?
anatomy.
right. But like I think that what happens is, and this kind of goes along with when I watched the Mooncat. I finished the Manosphere
one?
thing,
Yeah,
which
that's a
was
good
really
one.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Wow.
That's all right. We'll get you.
But you know, I think
get
what
so
happens
confused.
is basically she does this whole video about like toxic masculinity and Jordan Peterson and the red. Have you heard?
Wait, you listened to a girl talk?
I did.
Is this your first time?
The intrusive
Chris, aren't
thoughts
you the
almost won
sexist
for a
one?
second.
I know you hate women.
Oh, you're anti-Semitic. That's right.
I think there's
Only half.
Okay. Long story short, you know, I
Half
think
of me
that
is okay.
people get hooked in by something that's seemingly innocuous, and it's really not. I mean, hell,
But they didn't get inoculated.
like we're talking, how many Steven Crowder change my mind memes have you seen? Because I've lost count.
Why
And
is
I was
that
like,
name
oh, this
so
is
familiar to me?
I didn't know who he was until I started watching like these video essays getting into the Manosphere stuff and the Daily Wire stuff. You know,
Isn't Manosphere like a porn thing?
no, it's like the red pill stuff. It's like, and then
it's Jordan
like,
Peterson. Jordan Peterson is the godfather of the Manosphere.
Jordan
He's like the pipeline into this fucking Andrew Tate, fresh and fit, Ben Shapiro. It's like it's fascism, but
Fresh
it's
and
just
fit?
It's we'll send you the video. It's worth.
I'm
it's
trying to
worth a
understand what
watch.
you're talking
this
about.
guy.
Oh, I thought that was Billy Eichner.
No, Billy Eichner is a good person deep down, and
No, he's a
funny.
very good person, but I mean, he looks like that guy.
He does look
I
a little bit like Billy
genuinely
Eichner,
thought
yeah.
it was that guy.
He thinks he's Nathan Drake though because he wears a shoulder holster like Nathan Drake from the video game Uncharted because he's a big fat fucking nerd.
Dude, people who fucking hold good. I fucking hate.
How about all the
we talking
cigars? How about how they all chomp on cigars? How like Jordan Peterson and Dave Rubin and Ben Shapiro and
you know what I really
Dennis
don't care
Prager will all sit
about
around
Jordan
chomping on a cigar,
Whoa,
and you know
whoa.
you know
You know what I
hate
really find upsetting about Jordan Peterson? He is immaculately
exists.
dressed. His clothes are
He looks
so
like
great.
shit though.
Yeah, but
I've
he
never
can't-
seen someone so well dressed that looks like shit.
Yeah, here's the
think
thing,
so?
right?
Oh, he
No,
looks like shit.
well, listen,
Look at a picture.
I hate to. I hate to shame. I hate to body shame people, but in this instance,
Can't
if you're
wait.
gonna be so well dressed, fix your fucking teeth.
Does he have bad teeth?
Oh, it's fucking the whole bottom is like fucking jagged.
I
fucking,
love
like,
a good suit. That's the thing.
No, I appreciate it.
Felt. He's got a great suit on. I didn't make it to the other stuff. I honestly and I don't. I hate using these names, but you know that young, kind of good-looking comic.
Matt
Oh,
Rife.
yeah,
That's the one. I didn't want to say the name because whatever.
I don't
but
remember his name.
I saw like footage of them together, and like he is so immaculately dressed, saying stupid shit
Yeah, but he's-
to this
he's-
young guy.
he's-
Who,
he's
granted,
got-
the young guy. I'm sorry, Telly, but he's like 27, and he's like doing well. And like, who amongst us did anything sensible under the age of 30?
So
You know.
he has a
Sorry,
case
Bull.
of affluenza where it seems like it's obvious to me that he's coming from
Also
some kind
known
of
as
money
money poisoning.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Oh, there you go. There's a callback. You know, but it's him and I never. This might be in the same wheelhouse, but I'm not sure. You both would probably know better than I am. That I do. But like, I'm not I have never thought Theo Von is funny ever.
I mean, he is kind of goofy and he has his own take on things, but he also just has like horrible people on sometimes. Like, you're taking advantage of this guy, you know? It's weird that a lot of the right has kind of infiltrated these kind of neutrally podcasts. Like could have gone either way. Like that one and Tiger Belly and some other
There
ones.
is it's the pipeline. It's the thing that we were just
Is
talking
it?
about. It's adjacent to the
like,
manosphere,
slowly,
but like it's a slip. It is a fucking slippery slope. These same people who talk about like, oh, it's a slippery slope with gay marriage. Then you're gonna want to fuck a wildebeest. Those same
It's a straw man.
people. Those same people are the same people who are indoctrinating children into these like fascist ideals. Yeah, and so like you should keep an eye out for your kids because that is the demographic. They are the age where
shit came
Andrew Tate and fucking Sneeko and all of these weird motherfuckers that you've never heard of, that I'd never heard of until like halfway through 2022 when I was stuck in California without shit to do and just started watching shit about the manosphere. And I was like, oh my God, who the fuck is Kevin Samuels? He's dead.
understand.
May he rest in piss.
Oh, is that the
That's the black
dude?
guy.
Yeah, the guy
who's also very well dressed.
immaculately dressed, but
For
he's
real.
also
But he
Yeah,
thinks that
I
the
have-
problem with the reason he thinks that there are high value men and high value females.
I'm a high value man.
I'm a high value male because I have a penis.
Not
I'm
and
Chris.
I'm not a
low.
fucking woman. That's my thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. I want to keep this vague enough because I don't want it to be
Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan.
No, actually, nice, but no. This is a person I know who I was talking to about something early on in the shutdown stuff, and this is a person of color. This is a female person of color, and just to let me know where they were, they showed up in a 45 T-shirt, and I'm like, wow. Like
Picture of a
I let
gun
it
on
go when we're there, but like afterwards, I'm like, man, I'm surprised they don't have you on a fucking billboard.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Like it hurt my heart,
but there,
honestly.
but there are
Yeah.
just like I had to come to terms one time at my school where I met a Orthodox Jew who didn't speak a lick of English and he was from South America. We also have to kind of come to terms with the fact that there are African American people who are totally Trumpers.
Yeah. I mean, it's
That
like
is
most of them are rich, or like
Yeah.
well off enough.
money poisoning. Yeah.
Or I mean, black people are conservative too. Like
Yeah.
it's just
are-
we are the
George,
smallest.
you are-
We're the please.
Are you representing them?
Yeah, we're a monolith. So let me do my monolith thing.
Please. Sorry.
We are the lowest saturation of Republican in the country, demographic wise. I think like ethnically.
Is that log cabin?
But-
Am I?
No,
that's
those are
gays.
the gays.
And I mean, and there are black gay Republicans. I mean,
And then they're like, why aren't we welcomed here?
I know. Like fucking what's his nuts? Who everybody pronounces fucking name wrong. Vivek Ramaswamy. It's not
Never heard-
Vivek.
oh.
It's Vivek. Rhymes with
What?
cake. Yeah. Yeah,
Ramaswamy,
he made a
I've
whole
heard
video
of.
about it.
know
Anyway, he thought they were gonna fucking accept him. At least Nikki Haley can pass. You know what I mean? Like the reason Drake is so successful is because in the right light. Like if he had my lighting right now, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Like,
You know what I
he's-
mean?
and Canadian.
And apparently he has a really nice penis.
And a fucking asshole by all accounts.
Dude.
Apparently
Dude.
he's kind of an asshole. And he's not very talented. He's not very good at it. The thing
I haven't heard anything that
He's,
made me go, I need to know more.
Hey, look, he sings
Degrassi.
and raps. Is he good at them? How about that beat though? He's
You
pretty
know,
handsome.
Can we
Look at that
can I-
penis.
let me just
Lauryn Hill?
let me turn this into a
Penis
segue.
notwithstanding.
Let me turn this into a segue on how autistic DJ Khaled is my favorite fucking thing on the internet.
Is that a meme?
I mean, There are videos of him.
Now this isn't Khaled. This is DJ Khaled.
Khaled, I guess Khaled, whatever.
Yeah, the guy who can't stop saying his name.
Yeah, he says his name. But there's like videos of him being like, you know, making these faces, like hitting putting a golf ball, and then being like, Gatorade, or he'll be like, you know, ain't nobody didn't believe in us. God did. Now eat a cheeseburger and become a billionaire. And it's like, buddy, what? Now, see, here's the thing. I'm telling you, Jules, I can promise you that on Instagram, if you follow me back on Instagram, I will send you some of these and
Don't
other
do it.
horrible
Don't follow
things.
me back on Instagram. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
I think you're just getting a special treatment, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, he is. I mean, other
You're
people I
special
send.
boy.
But here's the thing: we all have those
I'm a
people.
very
I
special
shouldn't
boy.
say we all. I don't look superlatives.
What do
But
you
we
mean
have
these people?
You know,
What do you mean, these people?
Black people.
Joe Rogan. So,
Okay, I understand now. Please,
but, you know,
continue.
I think that some people have like certain people that they send certain types of reels or memes to. Like, I definitely have my Jewish friend that I send 9/11 memes to, and he thinks they're all hilarious. You know, and we typecast. I've got my one friend from my school that gets all the body, like the weightlifting stuff. I've got the music people, yada yada. And Chris just gets like the somewhat homoerotic stuff that
It's
I'm like,
really weird shit. An awful lot of like weird, pukey, half whatever. And this could be us. I'm like,
Oh, it
I don't
could
know
be.
what you're looking for here, man.
if
But that
I mean-
door is not open.
sounding 69, let's knock our cocks together. Like,
Sounding.
The
The
let me tell
docking
you.
one is the one that got me. I'm like, that is
Docking
a
seems
thing that happened.
fine, especially
seems
compared to
yeah.
sounding.
Sounding sounds fucking horrible.
Like docking just seems intimate.
A lot
I
of
mean-
these things do not sound enjoyable.
But like Chris being, I know last time we talked about being kind of in a different generational and how like, you know, not
I'm
necessarily.
very old.
So
I'm an-
like
I'm an
Chris, I'm
elder
telling
gentleman.
you, like the things that I send you are, yes, they are weird, but they're not one man, one jar. And like the fact that you don't know, I don't think you know what that is, and you shouldn't know what that is, and I don't want you to know what that is.
I
because
know what
that's-
Two Girls, One Cup is.
Man, no, this
But
is.
I've never
this
watched it.
No,
Is it
Two
worse?
Girls, it's.
I was
worse.
shown that.
No, like in a
Yeah.
class?
Yeah, the teacher was like, "Come on, kids." I was in 5th grade.
Just
Oh.
Jules.
Was
No,
that
just
me?
Jules.
That's it. Yeah, everybody else.
I'm
leave.
that. I'm that.
Everybody else,
teacher.
you're
That's me.
fine. Enjoy your innocence. Jules, here.
No,
No.
some friends just were like, "Hey, here, watch this video."
I mean,
Fuck
I taught
that.
6th graders, and I'd be like, "Hey, kids, today I'm going to teach you what kidney stones are and how you get them and what happens,
And how you
But-
pass them.
how you pass them."
Hey,
But
now.
no, so one man, one jar, and see, Two Girls, One Cup has been debunked, and of course it was foul and fake. One man, one jar. I'm not sure if it's been debunked or not, but basically it's a video.
Nope. No. I don't want
no.
the description.
But we're live.
Yeah, guy.
All the more reason to not want it.
No.
Don't worry.
Well,
we're
if you're
gonna
watching this at home, just Google lemonparty.org and you're going to have a great
As
time.
you know.
get. Look, we're already
No.
gonna get a story later,
I hope so.
and
So-
it is a dick ripping good time.
That is early on. I don't. Did that make it to air, or did we do
What?
it? That story.
You haven't
No.
heard the story.
We didn't tell
I've
it.
heard it. You've
What-
told me
What? When
that early on in our friendship.
was it on this?
It might have been in the.
Are we talking about the
after
same story?
party. Tell me something about yourself.
I was 16.
And you told me that story.
No, I started to tell you that story.
No, you've told me the whole story.
Oh,
Well, you know, it might be better then. I think for our time today with the dick ripping.
let's
good time-
reenact it.
No, let's have Chris tell the story.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
I don't trust him to do that.
Yeah, can't trust it. No.
But that's
no.
where like the embellishments are hilarious.
And bluish bombs.
Oh, well, I don't want to repeat stories.
No, you didn't tell me it on air.
I feel like I'd remembered that.
I told you a thing that I wasn't happy about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They give okay. I'll still tell it then.
You
But that's
certainly
later.
can.
That's later. Anybody else feel like they got a frog complex?
Well, I was thinking about Therapy Gecko, and
What?
there's a guy who has a podcast where he just puts on a giant gecko outfit and he paints his face green, and randos call up and he plays therapist to them even though he has no license to do so.
That's weird.
Fantastic.
I don't know, because honestly, Dan Savage and he says he has no qualifications other than he will listen to somebody ask a question and then give his advice. That podcast of his, it was one of the first ones I listened to. This is before there were a billion. And I heard him help a kid come out in real time. Like he wasn't comfortable and he talked him through it. And I'm like, yeah, it was
totally possible. And so why not a man in the gecko outfit?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
And really, why wouldn't you? Blue, have we lost you?
I wouldn't. What are you talking about?
There's lots of reasons. You were kind of just rotating and not talking, and I don't want you to feel like you're not involved.
Well, I'm not trying to talk over people.
Yeah, see, now I'm confused.
You're making fun of me.
No, I'm making fun of Jules.
And I'm having a blast.
What did you end up getting after the vom to eat?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Indian food, probably.
Ooh, I do enjoy.
I think you said you ordered Indian.
Yeah.
Why did I think you were getting wings?
Because it's either one or the other.
Oh, it might have been wings.
I had a 50-50 shot.
Yeah. I got wings earlier today. I might order Indian now. There's also stew.
Ooh.
Well, who delivers Indian at 11 o'clock? Is there a place?
He lives by DC.
Nah, but it's in Wheaton. It's called Methy.
It's called Methy?
Yeah, it's
so
real,
they're
it's real methy. Oh, and they're closing.
They're really enthusiastic.
Yeah. Yeah, they're closed. So never mind.
Sorry, man.
I'll get the stew.
I made fake steak and cheese quesadillas for dinner. Worked out okay.
Fake cheese, real cheese.
A real cheese, just fake steak.
Ah.
I will never give in to those vegan cheese lies again.
I mean, they've come a long way.
They have, and yet no.
Yeah, well, I'll do a fake meat sometimes.
I love a fake meat. It's just a fake
that's
cheese.
Come a long way.
It makes me angry.
Yeah, but then seeing as those eyes can't do the cheese, fake cheese being where it is right now is muy bueno.
It's a lot better than it was 15 years ago, but
yeah, fake meat still usually feels kind of mealy.
It depends on the thing.
Yeah, but you've been indoctrinated, so
Beyond makes it amazing. These were beefless steak tips, steakless tips, and I fried the shit out of them and chopped them up, so it was little crunchy, fake, savory, kind of meat tasting things in the middle of a quesadilla.
Telly, what were you saying?
Oh,
sorry,
Telly. No, it's okay. No. It was
a vow.
I feel like Beyond for me personally, I like Beyond better than Impossible.
They have a very different thing. They go for a different thing. Impossible
Beyond sausages, boom.
Yeah,
Impossible burgers, boom. I don't know, man. I
like a Beyond Burger, but I fry the shit out of them.
Yeah.
I have a griddle.
One. There's a third one that I don't know. I remember what it's called, but there's a picture of I think there's a picture of a pig on the casing, and it's red. But it was better than both of them.
It all depends which direction you go. The Gardein fake chicken is astounding. They sell it Target. It's too expensive and it's almost worth it.
Yeah. Is it the one where they have a teriyaki version? I think maybe or.
Fuck if I know, but it's really good.
I think that's I just kind of default honestly because I mean hell you want to get more info on Prex.
I do.
Definitely have a long, well documented eating disorder. So
Did
I
not know that.
yeah. So I tend to like I don't really derive much pleasure from like I'm like, oh hey, I'm hungry or like yeah, blah blah, but I don't really derive much pleasure from it. So like I'm so frugal that I'm like tofu, beans, $4 meatless meatballs from Aldi, which are fucking on
Are they
point.
good?
The spicy meatless meatballs from Aldi, it's like $5 a bag, and it lasts me at least a week and a half, and they are
Aldi just
legit.
makes me feel like I'm walking through somebody's like not quite gone bad yet pantry.
Dude, hold on a second. Hold on, I'm gonna bring you something. Hold up.
Oh. I have a conspiracy theory that Aldi is just
Can't wait.
a front for you're gonna have to a front for a criminal enterprise. Because it doesn't look like a real grocery store. It looks like just the bare minimum that they need.
It just
to
looks like a
fucking
front for the Russian
guys.
mob.
This is $2, and they fucking crush. $2, and they fucking crush. So I mean, yes, you kind of have to. There's definitely a trial and error to it, but you know, I think that I go grocery shopping once a week, and the most I've ever spent is like $80 ever, and that was like me stocking up heavy. Like most of the times, I get out with a $50 bill, and
And
yeah,
this is just at Aldi?
yeah, yeah, it's all like because
No.
they've got tofu, they got beans, they've got like the
You know what
meatless
I
stuff, they got
miss?
veggie burgers. I mean, you can do as a vegetarian, like you can find stuff there, but it's not going to be this quite the selection you're
It's
going to
not
find.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
the one I miss is fucking Trader Joe's. Like
Yeah.
I miss the shit out of Trader Joe's.
Do they not have them in Erie?
I can drive an hour and change to Cleveland to go to Trader Joe's, and I have before.
Can you order like mail order stuff? Because I mean, cookie butter is that's the truth.
I mean, if I could, I haven't found it out yet.
Yeah.
Jules, have we lost you?
Yeah, stop asking that.
No.
What's
It's her. Wait, are you ordering food?
No.
I don't see his hands, so they're both down by his lap.
Yeah,
That
I'm
might
busy.
be what it is.
Jules, did you have shows this week?
Probably.
Do you
Yeah?
do you host
know.
an open mic on Wednesdays now?
Yeah, not all the time. Some
But
Wednesdays.
did
Yeah,
you
Telly,
do
I
it this
can't I
week?
can't find that brand. The
not
Raging
Telly.
Pig is the only one that
Oh,
that I could find, and that seems to
Paging
be
Rig?
an English
close
brand.
second.
That's the only one that I could find with
Hold
that's
on, let me look
fake
this
meat with a
up.
pig on the cover. But they have like fake bacon, and it looks pretty good.
I'm gonna see.
Yeah, I do a thing. First and last Wednesdays at this.
Oh, where'd everybody go? He stopped. Telly, you can still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Okay.
It's not light.
Oh, there you are.
It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
you stopped moving for a
I
second.
know, because everything cut out. It doesn't matter what I was saying. All right. I mean, look at my Instagram.
Did you do the Wednesday thing this
Yeah.
time?
Yep.
And how was that?
It's fine. I saw somebody I hadn't seen in a while, and they brought their kid. This cute kid was afraid of me, and I was like, "Good
Age?
instincts, kid." My age.
The child was 33.
Yeah. I don't know how old the kid is. COVID. So 3, 4, something like that.
One never knows. Do one.
Yeah. I guess 3. I don't know. Time. Flat circle.
I don't know. I wasn't in the room. You've got
Yeah,
a
you
better
were.
chance
That's
than I
why you-
did. Was I?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for the echo.
No, you're not.
I get scared sometimes. You just keep dropping these truth bombs, Jules. I don't
I know,
what
man.
to do. And I said, bang.
I think. Therefore,
Is that it?
I
We're
am.
done? Oh,
Yeah, there's something on the tail end there. You see Dune yet?
who are you asking? Me or him?
I haven't seen it. I'm
Room.
not likely to see it.
I saw the first one when it came out. I haven't seen the second one yet. Joylene just point blank asked me, so do you want to go to Dune? Because if not, I have a friend who wants to take me to see it. But I'll see it with you first if you'd rather. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe. So no, I haven't seen it yet.
It's quite good.
The dude doing it seems so on board with the source material.
Yep.
Everybody
he
I
only
know
makes good movies.
into it. What are the other movies he's made?
He did.
Is this Villeneuve?
Yeah. Shit. Did he do Sicario? I don't know if that was him. That movie's fine.
Emily Blunt doing an American accent again?
He did do Sicario. He did Arrival. He did the new Blade Runner.
Couldn't get through it.
Yeah, but that's because you're a bad person.
It looked neat, but once again, I'm the wrong person to talk to about this because the original
it's better
one
than the first one. Yeah, exactly.
is the other person's like favorite movie, and loved that one as well.
And then the movie Prisoners, which is apparently very good and is in my queue.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was either.
Okay, good talk.
I still don't know. It's got Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. That's all I know.
So is it the one where he puts a guy in the wall?
Dude, are you serious?
I think there was a trailer. I don't think trailers count as spoilers.
Yeah, they do if you haven't seen them and don't
They
want to.
Totally do. They totally do. I apologize.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Great. No need to watch it now. I did see the Wes Anderson movie
I saved you time.
Asteroid City today.
Oh. Yeah?
I loved it. Yeah, I loved it.
Really?
No, this is a long game. Gotcha, Wes Anderson.
Playing the long game.
No.
I don't know. I get kind of confused and put off by his movies, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like all of his movies. I didn't care for the Royal Tenenbaums, and everybody's like jerking their dicks off over
Everybody's
it.
really dressed very specifically.
I don't give a fuck. I just
don't understand what the big deal is.
I'm glad Danny Glover got his bag. You know what I mean? But like,
Do you know who I just heard from?
I do not. But
Danny Glover?
Who's the real host of this show?
Carrie, what's his name? Carrie?
No.
Kyla Tilly.
Oh boy.
Nope.
See, I know who it is, but I want a joke answer.
No.
Jordan Peterson. Oh fuck! It would have been so good if I said Joe Rogan. God damn it. Okay, let's take that. Let's take that again.
Drogan.
No,
Go again.
I need to get it clean. I need to get it clean. You know, I'm gonna boot you. I'm boot you. Joe Rogan.
Oh, you got no. Now, do you know who it really is?
Yeah, it's Sean. Yeah, is he asking to come on?
He is.
Yeah, you don't have to ask me that. Yeah. Always. If it's someone who's been on here before, essentially, they just have an open invitation.
Especially Sean.
Yeah, but essentially anyway.
Man, now I'm pissed I can't find that beef brand.
I know, man. Isn't it just? Yeah. I didn't know how to look.
He's asking, may I join? Like, may you?
Yeah.
So where are we? Do you have his email? Can you send him the thing?
Oh, hold on.
His
No.
name is Sean Morse.
Yeah, but I don't have it. Do
you want me to send it to him through the bookcase?
With it. You can send me his email. I can send it to you. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's the same.
Nothing.
It's the same link that you used.
Going down to Smackdown. Down to Smackdown.
Hey, Telly, would you like to play a song for us, please?
Yeah, sure. I can bust one out. Let me grab my guitar here.
Hey, don't, it's not that kind of show.
Don't injure yourself unnecessarily.
Right.
No, actually,
Only
Telly,
do it on camera.
Hold on, Telly, we're just getting some confirmation. It is that kind of show. Okay, yes, definitely go whip it out. Pull it out. Okay. Take it out. Slap it around. What are we doing?
You know,
Smack
again,
it up, I'm
down. Let me just say that what I just picked up from the floor is not my guitar, and I'm just going to put it back down.
Just put it back down there.
Okay.
Just leave it.
All right, give me 1 second. Okay.
I'm going to
bathroom.
Eventually.
Right now.
No, we had that conversation off air. If that's a conversation you want to have on air, That's your story to tell. I wouldn't tell it,
Goodness gracious.
but it's not my story.
Pickles and applesauce.
I didn't. I'm genuinely surprised that it sounds familiar, me talking about it to you, but I don't remember.
You may have been altered in some fashion.
Oh, I know, I definitely was. But
I would hope so. It'd be weird if you were just like, okay, I'm sober today.
Not using it for content doesn't seem like me, but maybe I wasn't the capitalist.
That's a pretty personal
swine
story, though.
And
if you're not comfortable,
but I've been willing to tell it on a podcast for a very long time.
But have you?
No, because people keep moving to New York.
And this ain't a podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
No.
It's a live stream.
Yeah.
176 views for the Ron Smith one.
It's bots.
Really? That's worthwhile.
That's a good fucking episode. That's the one I send to people. Like, would you come on this thing? Here's an example of when we do it right.
None taken, right, Telly?
You betcha.
I mean, I'm sitting here talking about, listen, I am not, understatement of the night, prepare yourselves, I'm not everyone's cup of tea.
Hey, Telly, I will tell you, in all candor, the last hour of your previous episode, when you opened up and just started telling your story, that was riveting. I was fascinated. No jokey.
Oh, and Telly, I on a similar note, I would like to just let you know that in Star Wars Episode 2, the character Watto, who's former slave owner. I don't know if he still owns slaves, but he had to. He had to. I'm just gonna go ahead.
I'm a Scooty.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do that.
You can spoil it. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Scooty.
Yeah. Stop making fun of my friend. Oh boy. Yeah.
War criminal.
It was derailed. Watto's got a hat. That's it. Please play a song.
That's for your Star Wars stuff. Okay, cool. Again, not everyone's cup of tea. Okay, here we go.
I can barely hear the guitar.
The guitar?
Yeah.
Maybe if I bring it.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And the voice, now we're at a decent bounce between the two?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is definitely about those, this is a great song if you hate women. Okay, here we go. The one who got away, the one who ruined everything. We chose no one chose us back. Deprivation weaponized the rest of the end of our lives. We had freedom too, but now we need freedom from. Trance leaves us hideously lonely, confronted by our digital ghosts. The long parentheses of nothing, the ellipses with nothing in between. Let go of what was and have faith in what will be. Homesick for the places we've never known. We can be right and we can still fail. We can win despite ourselves. Okay, cool. I butchered some of that, but you would never know because I didn't stop and go, oh, I messed it up. Oh, no, no, no. Okay.
Well, next time, do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Next time, make
Okay.
a big stink about it.
And then
Hello,
leave it a
Julie.
huff.
How you doing? Oh, you're muted. Hold on. There you go. What's up, girl? Nope. Now you muted yourself. I unmuted you. There you go. Okay.
I already like this person.
Glad you're still at it.
I'm as serious as I get on a Friday night.
Yeah. Did you just get off work?
Oh no, I got off work early today, so I've actually been kicking around for like 5 or 6 hours.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm starting from zero here.
Okay. Well, we'll get you there.
Just watching a little K drama, but it was more like a K comedy, you know.
What was it?
It's on Netflix. It's called King the Land. Hi, Smegmatown. That was really nice.
Have you guys met?
I don't think we have. No.
Okay, because
Julie Herlick.
You both. What if you just never learned each other's real names?
We can keep it that way. Let's keep it that way for now, because listen, because I mean, we can do the whole bit about spelling my name later. But let me go get some food, and I'll be right back.
We're gonna do all the bits. All right. Okay. Well, nice to have you.
Looks like it's just you and me again, baby.
Oh boy. Oh, now it actually is. Oh, geez.
Look at that! Look at that forehead! Look at all of that forehead!
Oh yeah, man.
Really, the forehead when it's on the top? Is that what?
I like it. I don't like it all over the top, but I like it when it's like just sort of cresting. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Okay, well that's our new Abbott and Costello bit. First base.
Who's on first and who's on second? Whoa!
They're brothers. Cool. Have you come armed to play us a song? Is that a thing?
I can play music, of course. I got some new stuff even since we saw each other.
I hate you.
Oh look, hey, I
brought a friend.
It's the vast majority of Chris's excellence. Yeah.
She's pretty great.
Oh, I don't believe that.
That is for you, by the way. You get your own banner whenever I bring you up.
Every time. Girl
reference.
Yeah.
Wow.
By the way, Jules, she didn't believe me about when I brought up the CeeLo Van Halen thing, that it kind of stopped things for a minute.
What? That Kate knows CeeLo? Or
no,
that like CeeLo should be fronting Van Halen.
Oh man, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
I get one like every 2 years.
I'm sorry. Jules, I think you've met my girl, Sean, Joylene, Sean.
Hello.
Joylene, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I am cosplaying as the love child of Jules and Chris this evening.
Never meant to be.
That's really weird. That's a lot.
You can tell from my comb over.
Yeah.
No, you've got like most of a head of hair.
We're calling split the difference.
There you go. That's fair.
I just have a really wide part.
Joylene, how have you been?
I'm doing all right. Like y'all know about my
Jules, ask the question. This is the segment. Ask it.
Okay. This is your husband's segment that he wants me to ask you.
Oh goodness. I don't want to know. Okay.
Okay, what's your fucking deal?
Wow, I really crapped out on that. Hey, Joylene, what's your fucking deal?
See, I can't say this because
my impression is that no news is good news with Joylene's concerned, right, Chris?
What do you know about me? Like I guess like so.
You're an assassin.
Context of
Chris has to tell you what I know about you.
Okay.
A contract killer for the government.
What? They're not telling which
What?
makes
Can they
me
hear you?
know.
What?
You're loud, so like
I am very loud. I've had a few. I know Jules knows. They're just not answering. That was an amazing bit that both of you did, just not responding.
Yeah, it's almost like we couldn't hear what you said.
It was
That's yeah.
It was that
It's
one
like
though.
I'm in front of the microphone and he's not.
Right.
This hurts me.
What's your
This hurts me deeply.
yeah?
I
Come closer.
I know Jules has a decent bullet points
That's
of
me.
your background. He's waving. I don't know what the
That's
hand
me.
is.
I'm just letting it that's me. I'm Jules.
You're I'm a Scooty.
Okay, now everybody's just doing it.
John knows some stuff and doesn't know other stuff. Joylene, why don't you bring them up to speed?
On what?
On you.
Like, that's a lot.
Just the world that is you. The reason we haven't seen you on things for a minute.
Oh, that's easy stuff.
The why it's so very, very disappointing on the VOM. You could just see the collective shoulders just fall when they see it's only me.
That's not
It's
true.
like,
That's
no,
not
it's
true at
true.
all.
Ask Jules.
We mask our disappointment very well. I think
Not
we
the
I don't
first
think
week.
you're masking it that well because
Not
he
the
feels
first
it.
week.
Like
The
he's
first
feeling
week you
it.
didn't. It's like, oh, she's not here, is she?
you can
Yeah.
know in the back of your mind.
It goes a little something like this, Joylene. Every week, we all hope to see your face.
Can you just sing to me all the time?
gonna hurt.
That's really nice.
But all we get is the man who loves you. All we get is the man who loves you. And there must be something good about him in your eyes. So we try to use our imaginations. That's
You got it in one. That's it.
That's amazing.
That is apt.
Now, do you
That
are
is
you are you really asking about him?
That is
Oh,
no.
okay.
One thing. That is
So Joylene, I'm a nurse practitioner, or I'm a nurse and nurse practitioner now. So like when Chris and I were getting to know each other for as little as we do know each other, for as little as we've known each other, he talked a little bit about stuff that he was going through, and so I'm up to speed on some of the things that he was going through with his OP and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
And-
don't know how much I've spoken to
stuff.
Jules off air
Yeah.
about some of the things that have happened with you, but I don't tend to talk about it on here, frankly, because it's not my story to tell.
You know,
I'm-
your fucking deal could just be, how are you feeling about the new Dune movie? Are you excited to see
Take
it?
however
I
you
haven't
want to
seen it yet,
I
so I have loved Dune forever.
Yeah.
I am a total Dune
take.
universe
She's read all 6 books.
Duneverse.
obsessive, and it's really important to me. It is my favorite fiction series of all time,
I love you.
and I
very
haven't
much.
seen it yet, so I need to go see it. I have rewatched
Spoiler
it
alert.
a few times.
It's good, and yeah, rewatch the new one because I didn't, but I knew I was gonna see it again, and I own the first one, so I'm gonna watch it with my dad this
nice.
weekend, and then we're gonna go see it
Ooh, look
during
who
the
has
week.
moving parents.
Yeah, we're going on a date. Me and my dad.
That's nice though. Like
Yeah.
that's cool. I rewatched the first one a few times, and Chris looked at me like, "Really?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah,
It
like
gets
that's like my
better.
comfort universe.
She's like,
I love
it's a
it
comfort
so
viewing,
much.
and it's so uncomfortable to watch.
I love it."
You like the Lynch one?
The Lynch one is hilarious in that it has really nothing to do with the books.
Yeah.
And I can kind of separate the two and say, like, I love it for what it is, in that it's completely wackadoo and fun. And it's its own thing.
Mhm.
And then there's actual Frank Herbert Dune.
Right.
And that's its own thing. So I kind of appreciate both of them for what they are. I love that 80s Lynch movie. Like I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. Like I went and hunted down the one, like the version with like the animation in the front, because you could never find it anywhere that had like the cartoon in the beginning of the movie. And like I had to go find it.
There was
Oh
animation.
yes.
Does it involve a worm?
Shh.
Is there any?
Just hush.
That's how you do it?
Don't ruin it for me. Like yeah, like there's animation.
Is there any Bootsy Collins voiceover?
No.
When does Sting show up?
Later, like after the animation.
I love that he showed up at one of the premieres for it, though. I was like hanging out with the stars of the new one.
Like if he
That's
doesn't
great.
show up in the middle bikini, I'm really disappointed.
There's
like catch up in a Dune thing. You kind of have to show up in that.
Blonde beef jerky.
we gotta have you back on to talk about this, and Rowan's got to come back, and we've definitely gotta just
He
do a
has
Dune
deep
breakdown.
love of the Dune universe, and he and I have talked about it a little
You two
bit.
had some moments with.
Yeah, like we're super nerdy and geeky in that way. So, like I have been obsessed with that. Oh my goodness, like since I was a teenager, and that's a really long time
It's
ago.
been
That's
like 10
ago.
years.
You're very kind. No, it's been like 30 years. I no, like I love
speak
it.
kindly of my child bride.
No, I'm 47. There's no child anymore.
Are there child brides in Dune? I don't remember that from the David Lynch run.
Yeah, that's like the Princess Irulan. Like she is the definition of child bride.
I think they aged her up, but yeah.
Did they to make it like a little less creepy?
I think if that's the character Florence Pugh is playing, then yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Florence Pugh, isn't it?
H. Pug Florence. Yeah. She's like
wow.
she's she is a main character, yeah. Everybody in it is fucking amazing. It's great. I mean, yeah. If you like the first one, you'll like this one.
I love the first one because it was like the right pace.
I don't know how I feel about it, but I'll see the second one.
I made them see it. It came out on my birthday. Like it was released on my birthday, so my entire family had to watch it with me because it was released on my birthday. They had
there
no
you
choice.
go. I mean,
so I'm like, if only it came out on October 22nd of this year, they would all be forced to watch it with me, but I can't make them all watch it.
Instead, you'll have to settle for the Kraven the Hunter movie coming out in October.
I still watch it.
Kraven the Hunter.
Deadpool 3 comes out the day before my birthday.
Okay.
That's a good time. I watch that.
That's not bad.
Well, Kraven the Hunter, is this like a Blade prequel? Or not a Blade, but a
Spider-Man?
What do you call it? No. Like, is this Spider-Man? That wasn't thinking of Blade. I was thinking of there was that character Kraven in Underworld.
No.
Oh, I know what you mean.
We did have to sit through Underworld in the theater, the first one.
Oh my goodness. Like
I have never spent more time in a movie thinking of all the other things I could be doing than watching the movie.
That first movie, like
so fucking bad.
I love gothic horror. It is deep in like my love.
I love my daughter.
And they broke character. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, where are we? Like, why did you suddenly get a Brooklyn accent and you're British? It's weird.
I love watching Michael Sheen chew scenery as much as the next person, but
That's
boy,
true.
oh boy, is that
Bill
movie
Nye.
fucking boring, and I can't remember shit about it.
I really enjoy Shane in like random shit. Like he just does.
He goes
really
all in
interesting
all the
parts.
time. Yeah.
Like he just goes into interesting movies. I'm like, I'll watch that.
I'm sorry, question.
I'll absolutely watch that. Yeah.
Yes, you in the back.
In the back. Did we lose Telly?
No, he's eating.
Oh.
Yeah. He's here.
Everybody needs a snack.
He just turned the camera away.
You mean Smegma Poutine?
Oh, fuck. That's right. God damn it.
Smegma Poutine?
Yeah.
That's a really gross poutine.
I'd like to direct you guys over to the comments section. I put the link if you haven't seen the Elmo Dune movie where they replaced Timothy Chalamet with Elmo. It's right over there, and it's just an excerpt, but it's extremely high quality comedy.
Have you ever seen, now that you've said it, have you ever seen Darth Gonk?
No.
Oh boy, what are we doing?
Okay. This is weird deep Star Wars stuff.
Wow.
They take the scene from Rogue One with Darth Vader and they put the Gonk droid in, which is just
that's magnificent. Gonk droids are my favorite droits.
He's a droid obsessive.
And it just goes Gonk. Gonk. So he's got like Gonk.
I think if all of Star Wars was just droids, that's his happy place.
Well, we're watching
just droids,
and I'm like,
that's it.
I like the new droid. I'm just here for the droid. I think I've always just been here for the
Always.
droids. Like realizing it in real time.
Okay,
like,
always here for the droids.
Let's go around the horn. How do we feel?
Wait. Droidline?
Oh no!
Oh, you lost all the goodwill from the song.
And now you have to leave. I'm sorry. I really enjoyed the song, but now you have to go. I'm sorry. That's not okay.
Wow.
So what do you want to know?
I don't know.
Like, back to the question that's like on the screen. Like, what do you
it is a very loose segment. It seems like that is an acceptable answer. What we just did is an acceptable segment. It seemed like Chris was directing us down path. If you'd like to
want to tell them your hashtag before we move on. I'm gonna get kicked in the dick for that one.
Oh, good.
But
can't wait.
Yeah.
I only have one hashtag.
What's that?
Rest in piss.
Not the one.
Is that not the one? Is it thanks, Elon?
No.
I don't care about award shows. Oscars this Sunday. I don't give a fuck.
I don't mind. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Did you seriously just call me Shrek Warrior? I will kick you.
Is it this?
I will actually hit you with your own shoe. Like your sneakers right here. I will take it off.
No, don't break this. Don't break him.
This is my favorite segment. Osteo. Oh no, you didn't.
Yeah, don't shove him too hard. He'll just like fracture. It's not okay.
Up with a shovel.
That's what the children are for. Like, we're on the floor. Help us.
And then you just walk away.
Yeah, they don't care because they're 14 and 12. They couldn't give a shit.
Kids don't care. Hashtag kids don't
it's
care.
Fine. Yes, everything's
Julie,
fine.
has your daughter already gone to bed?
Cool. Glad to hear it.
What? No,
right? You're fine.
Oh, yeah. You got worried for a second.
Yeah.
Chris asked if your children are to bed. I would assume no. 8:30 on a Friday.
You asking me? Emmy is having a sleepover, and August is not quite asleep yet. He's probably sneaking some more screen time. Probably.
How old are your kids?
They're 9 and 11, so not too far off from y'all.
Never forget.
I feel it.
And you have a boy and a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, you got like the good combo. We kind of give us best of both worlds.
I'll be sure to show this to the children.
No, like I always wanted boys. Like my youngest always asked, like, why did you want sons? I'm like, because I can't deal with the drama of girls, specifically like the teenage drama of girls. Like you're not there yet, but I know how awful teenage girls are, and I really didn't want to have to deal with that. So I'm like, I just wanted sons. I can deal with them fighting with their friends, like physically fighting with their friends, and then getting over it in like a week. Totally fine with that. Girls are hateful. Like they hold grudges for years.
True story.
And try to like just destroy each other. Like it's another level. It's like mob.
It's tough. There's the emotion, the memory of the emotions. I find even between me and my wife, there's a huge difference in the way that these things reverberate and how they like what like it's like the difference of like Mercury's orbit versus Pluto's orbit. Like I like, the women are like, they're hitting it. It's coming back around. It's coming back around. And for me, it'll be like, this thing happened when I was like in my teens or something. And it'll be triggered. I'll be like, yeah, I remember that thing. That was not great. But it's just
like
not
your
live
wife
alive.
Your wife will say, yeah, like the inside is terrifying. Like inside here, it's like it's all vengeance and self-loathing. Like it's a lovely combination of both. And
fun.
Girls will like crawl into your brain and like, how can I just destroy your self-esteem? Like that's a very specific teenage girl thing, and I don't miss that, and I really didn't want it. So my youngest is always asking me, like, why did you want only boys? Like that is why I only wanted boys.
What's the worst teenage girl thing that you did?
I don't think it's what I did. I think it's what I experienced. Oh no, like I was a real icy bitch when I was a teenager. Like that, there was no doubt. Like I was awful. Like I learned.
Can we do this where
Yeah.
so you are trying to tear Dick Johnson like a new dick hole.
Yeah, let's do that.
And you're just like how would you do it as a teenage girl?
As a teenage girl, I would I would pretty much assume like your existence had no meaning, and I would have no problem telling you as much. And just give you frostbite from about 10,000 feet. Like that was very teenage me.
That would have worked on me. I now know my existence has no meaning, and I've made my peace with that. So, like, you telling me that, I'd be like, you noticed. Let's run away togetger.
Like, we would have been friends. I think we would have been friends because I was super bitchy. Like, I was a real, like, icy bitch when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
It was
no,
just
that
as
was
a teenager,
awful.
not in your 20s.
I was like,
You
into
were
my
wonderful,
20s.
wonderful
No.
and warm.
No, it wasn't. Like, I was horrible. Like, I fully own it that I was a terrible human being because I hadn't realized yet like how much damage I was doing because I was super shy and I assumed, oh yeah, like I'm just really introverted. I'm really shy. I had no idea how hurtful I was. Nothing.
Yeah.
And
you're like Oppenheimer with that bomb.
Fuck.
You're just like, I'm just sitting around doing science. I'm not gonna do a nuclear thing. And then he does the nuclear thing.
Frontal.
Yeah, and then and then we see H. Pug Florence's naked body, and it's like, this was not necessary.
That is what I've heard.
Yeah.
Like I was very much a bit Oppenheimer in that like I can do it, so let's find out.
That's
and
a lot
I
of
didn't
that
realize
fucking
how
movie is we can do this thing, so I guess let's just do it then.
I haven't been able to commit the 3 hours yet.
It's kind of funny. Like my teenage years were actually in science, and it was one of those kind of turning points in my life in the like the things I was actually working in a lab in high school and
late one night.
Like for like 2 years. And
yeah, but like was it late one night when you were working in the lab?
No.
Did your eyes
I was not
that nobody
doing the monster mash.
So nobody did a mash. Okay.
Yeah, I did not. Though I do love that.
I don't think don't give up, Dick. The joke's not done.
Okay.
No, it's totally done. It's dead. Like it's completely gone.
Mid anecdote, you are so much better suited to this than I am.
I don't know about
that.
You've broken the seal. You've broken the seal. Yeah, let's just cut. Can we take this from one with just Joylene here instead?
No, you don't want that.
This is much better. This is good.
I'm
Just
really good at faking warmth for others, so we're good. I think we're okay. So like those like couple of are you actually on the floor behind me?
Yeah, no, he's out of frame. It's great.
No more alcohol for Chris. That's what happens at 11 o'clock at night.
He knows
just
self-loathing.
How things work.
Wow. So like 16-year-old me, I was in a cellular stroke kicked in biology lab, and I did that for about 2 years, and I very quickly realized just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. We were working with genetically modified cells, and they started to do something they shouldn't have done. Like they weren't behaving like they were modified to do. And it was one of those like kind of turning points in my life. I wanted to be a biomedical engineer since I was like 8 years old. And that was the goal. Like I really wanted to do that. And then when I got the time to be in a lab and work with those genetically modified organisms, like, oh shit, just because you can, there's like some ethics here. Like you really gotta pause and think about it. And like that was one of those things that kind of changed the course of my life, because those things my mentor in the lab's like, hey, we got some cells that are doing stuff they shouldn't do. That's your job to figure out why they're doing it. I was 16. Okay. And I worked with them for like 2 years. And I'm like, huh. Like, I know we can do stuff, and it's really cool. We can do these things. It's amazing. Like, science is amazing. I don't know if I want to be a part of it. I don't know if I want to do that. That's a lot of responsibility.
And then at 22, your willingness to settle.
That's not true. It was very much I cannot do things my ethics tell me I can't do. And it kind of that whole like Oppenheimer thing, like I could never do that.
Yeah.
My brain just is like tilt. I cannot do that.
There's a lot of decisions that
like it's just not cool.
That a lot of like powerful people that got to that place made, and you know, a lot of people are like, oh, well, what would you do the same thing in that situation? And it's like, I don't think I would, but I don't think so.
It depends on the person. Like it's kind of like it's a high, right? Like you like, absolutely. Oh, look at the stuff we can do. We can do all these really cool things and it feels powerful. But when you start to think about the repercussions, like I think what got me, because you know, I was dealing with cell lines. So like they go through generations really quickly. So you could see hundreds and thousands of generations in a pretty tight time frame, and you could see what really happens. Chris just needs like fluid.
Trying to stay hydrated.
Yeah, and you got to see worst case scenario in real time, but in a really like truncated time frame. I'm like, oh shit, like I'm not sure we should do that. Like we are really full of ourselves.
Like
we're
really warfare shit.
And this was
like we're really high on our like our ability to do things, but like I don't know if
manipulate
we know
our environment.
This was as a teenager.
Yeah, I was always that kid though. Like I was always.
I didn't hear that part of the story till fairly recently.
It changed everything for me. Like it's funny. Like I had two things kind of calling to me when I was like from when I was like little.
No.
Goodness, it's loud. So I had two things.
Yeah, it's blowing out with the speakers on.
Yeah. I was always kind of called to science. I thought it was really cool, and I always wanted to do that. But I always kind of had like that calling to spirit. Like they were both always there with me, and kind of pulling at each other. Like that tension always existed. So I was always like that kid, I guess. I was painfully aware of your footprints in the world. Like as you kind of walk through the world, what are you doing? There's I keep hitting this because it's sticking out past the microphone.
Well, it's because of where the camera is.
Yeah, it sticks there.
Is that better?
Thank you. Because it's like here.
Sorry.
I love to talk with my hands.
Man is really shitty.
Key grip.
I talk with my hands. It's a New York thing.
Worst boy, more like.
No, yes, boy.
Wrong.
But he's at the very least he's a good boy.
He's a very good boy.
Maybe not the best boy.
I think he's the best boy. He's the best boy for me. Yeah, and it's like, you know, it was like, I think it matters. The choice that you make, how you walk through the world, and the impact that you make.
Yeah, and
every decision has ramifications. Like every decision has an impact of some kind, and I think that kind of landed with me at a pretty young age. I'm like, I can't do that. There's certain things I cannot do, and I was
I know.
Surprised.
Wait, no.
Really? Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I wanted to be involved.
Well, we're robbed
what's my deal?
We're robbed of agency so often because hold on, where's my goddamn fucking banner for this?
Because you have to have
robbed of agency
an income.
Yeah, because
you have a robbed of agency banner?
No, it's more of
we should all have a robbed I feel like all women should have like a robbed of agency banner
need to,
like above our heads
America.
at all time.
No,
you know who else should have a robbed of agency banner? Robbed
of agency. Like it's like, oh yeah, you don't get a choice.
You mean Sabi to me?
I can't find it. We live in a society. It's because I'm the Joker. But you know, so society dictates that we are prescribed certain things that we can't really change. And so then when we can, we have to do it according to, I think, according to like whatever moral sort of, code you have, as long as you're not, as we mentioned before, which we talked about for like 30 straight minutes, like a red pill fascist asshole. Then don't live according to those morals.
It's interesting. Like the fascists, like I hate to give them a compliment because they make me nauseous. Nauseated, but they're so good at saying things and make it sound like they're speaking for you. Right? Like you're like, hey, we're all about family. That's bullshit. They don't mean family. They mean the picture of a family, a picture frame.
Right.
They don't actually give a shit if you're faithful, if you don't beat your wife, if you're good to your kids. Like they don't actually care. It's about the image. It's about the picture. And I mean, they were just so
vibes-based economy.
There you go. They were just so good at like the scripted talking points of things, and they all stick to the script, which is amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Question in the back.
Yeah.
Question in the back. I'm sorry. Question in the back. No, I am. But I hear Sean playing a little bit.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. I have a segment all teed up. A new segment that Sean has.
I'm doing scales. I can mute myself. I'm listening.
Oh no.
You're good. I love the soundtrack.
No. And I don't think Joylene really knows your music.
I don't.
And
I've got two disparate songs that have been generated over the last couple of weeks that will maybe give the sense of a breadth.
And I know Blues and I technically helped write one of your songs.
Oh,
it's true.
I guess, man.
You're gonna take credit for somebody else's creativity.
Sort of. No.
I'm gonna totally take credit for your creativity. Is that okay?
No,
we have it on film.
If you took a black light to this song, you would definitely see three different, spatter patterns.
Oh my God!
That's an image. Thank you for that. Like it's not gonna go away for a while.
Where's Smegmatown Poutine?
I told Heather Lloyd that we were gonna have Sean Morse on, and she's like, "He's a sweetheart. You be nice to him." Like he was a fragile fucking flower, and he came on and
he's a chaos demon.
It was so gross and was so wonderful.
Like I appreciate the chaos demon. Patterns. That's a good thing. Like sometimes I think I'm the devil on people's shoulders because I really, really enjoy like kind of getting somebody's ears. Like, you know what you should do? You should totally call out sick from your job and just like declare like a holiday for yourself. You should
just go watch Dune
off and do something. Yes,
because it's gonna be 4 hours of your day anyway. So
you should like rewatch the first one. Then go see the new one.
That's your whole day. That's at least 10 hours. That's your day. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you should maybe read the book while you're at it. Like that. Like if I can like whisper in your ear, like you know what you should go do? You should call out sick and go get like drunk during the middle of the day, and like go fuck off and go do something fun.
Should I just?
That's my idea of fun.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Yeah, go. Yeah, get out of here.
Absolutely not.
Oh shit. Okay, well we're split. Split vote.
There'd be no reason for me to be here.
I cannot do that.
But if I'm going to sing a song, don't you want to hear it?
I want to hear it. I do.
Well, that's what YouTube is for.
You can hear it later.
I'll hear it now. I'll hear it now. I am all about instant gratification.
Have you officially met Telly or not?
Oh, yeah,
I have not.
Telly, come on so you can say Telly, come on so you can say hi to Joylene.
I've heard about you.
I'm an acquired taste. Hi, it's nice meeting you.
I love how you just say that before you say anything.
All acquired taste.
Hey, Telly, for what it's worth, I told her how wonderful the second half of your show was last week.
First half was
good too.
The first
half was difficult and, involved some medications.
Yeah, so speaking of acquired taste, Chris and I have been together for 25 years.
Fucking got him. Jesus fucking Christ.
Like,
Chris, are you okay?
No, it's not pity. Like we get each other. Like I'm the biggest asshole on the planet. I just don't say it out loud. I keep it to myself. They don't because I'm really good at hiding it. Like that's what it is. Like inside here, it's just screaming.
No, because they know me.
Yeah, they don't.
Has Chris told you that I've like been actively trying to steal him from you though?
He has sent me the
understand.
weirdest, trolliest,
I get it.
Grossest shit. It's impressive
So,
I-
are you trying to just like turn him on and like get him that way?
I mean, a little
Or
bit. Like, I'll
and
send him, I'll send him a video, because Instagram is the cesspool of the internet. So, there's this
Pretty bad.
there's
Internet.
this one fitness influencer who takes her sister to the gym with her, and her sister has
Okay, so
Down
the
syndrome.
timeout. You just said fitness influencer,
Which is
like,
shouldn't
we
be a
live in a
thing.
hell world. We live in a hell
it's just
world.
far from porn. Let's be
Yeah, it's
honest.
porn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it
it's
gets
close.
worse.
It's
Oh, it
most
gets
of
worse.
Instagram now.
Oh, it
And
gets
she brings
worse.
her sister. I got
So
it.
she brings her sister
All right.
who has Down syndrome, and the sister in Down syndrome is like wearing like a sports bra, and like the way they're filming it is like, look at her backside. And so I'll send this to Chris, and I'll be like, this could be us. If you would just show love to me, we could be together. This could be us. Now, which one do you want to be?
Which one
That's
are
up to
you?
you. You
I need
know.
to understand that, like, who do you go like? That's me. Like, I am this one in this equation. I need to understand.
Pardon me, just let me hear the lightning strike back.
No. Like, I need to understand, like, who you like. I identify with this person. I need to know which one.
I think that in a perfect world, I think I would be the one with Down syndrome, because then Chris could take advantage of me and
How did
profit
I know
off
you were
of
going to
me.
go there? I just felt
Because
it. Like,
I'm
I felt that energy coming off of you. Like, you're gonna pick the Down syndrome sister.
Oh,
like, I
totally.
kind of had that
Oh,
feeling.
yeah.
I don't like. It's kind of like that horrible show Down with Love. Like, I refuse to watch it. I'm like, this is just exploitive.
I didn't
and
know that was a
disgusting.
show.
Like,
Oof.
it's on
I've heard
Netflix.
of,
It's awful.
Wait, is it not Love on the Spectrum, or is it Down with
No,
Love?
that's a different thing.
it's
That's
a
autistic
separate,
people.
Awful.
Yeah.
Horrible
there's Down.
exploitive thing.
It's a different exploitative thing.
Oh, I
Yeah.
must see this. I'll make
Yeah.
a music video.
horrendous.
Yeah, it's
Like, I saw like
we
the
live
thing
in a
pop up
hellscape.
on
Yeah.
Netflix. I'm like, like, what circle of hell did the person who produced this come from? Like, what
This
is wrong
one.
with you?
It's this circle of hell, Joylene.
No, this is
And
like
I
the
am.
ninth. I feel like that's like the 7th.
No, this is the 11th. They added.
You added
shit on.
two?
Just hey, Dante didn't know about the internet. I'm just saying.
That's
Um,
so
fair.
true.
I'm gonna see if
The
I can
level
pirate
of
this.
sin-
Might be a full quote for this one.
Dante did not
Dante
anticipate the
didn't know about
internet. If he had, there'd be 2 more rings of hell.
I would love to request Sean Morse to play a song.
I would like to hear a song.
It's been too long since
Hey, I have an idea. Everybody shut
Oh.
up. Everybody
I like
shut up. That's not me. I have an idea. Hey, Sean, you should play a song.
All right,
Shut up, everybody, and Sean play a song.
Okay, John Mulaney.
Shut up, everybody.
There's a
I'm a
horse.
big man child.
There's a horse in the hospital.
There's a horse in the hospital.
And there will be again in November.
Fuck right off.
So do you guys want something just like absurdist or something sort of sweet?
Well, given how serious we just were,
All right.
I think it would only be fair for you to do the absurdist thing to cleanse the palate, because
Alrighty.
we've been so normal.
All right. So this was a Bushwick show I did the other day, a song at Joylene for your. I guess you might be familiar with it, possibly through Chris, through Jules, about like reading a book and then writing a song about it for a show. And there'd be like 8 or 10 songwriters on the show.
I don't know anything about the Bushwick thing, really. Jules went off and did it without me. He said nothing.
You're
I
so
invited
bitter.
you.
You're so
Deeply
bitter.
I thought we were the same person, Jules.
That's weird.
That's a different thing,
Then
Sean.
that
You
means
you're the same person
technically
that
you
you are.
did do it.
All right.
No, I never
Wait.
did it.
Anyway, Sean, play song.
So this is based on Dogman. I'm gonna do the Dogman song. Have you heard it yet? Oh yeah, you were at the show. I'm gonna sing the Dogman song. Told you my son wasn't asleep yet. All right. No one has known you long as you have known yourself. Though your parents may tell a different story, how they adopted you and cut your head right off, replaced it with the head of a corgi. You may have heard the dogs, they make amazing friends. But no one ever said that they make amazing heads. Super long and pointy, drooling all those heightened senses. I believe it was Taylor Swift who said, if your head is a dog, then you are your own best friend. You can play all day long, and on yourself you can depend. But when you curl up at night, you will never be alone. 'Cause when you are your own best friend, anywhere you are is home. If your head was a dog, think of all the things you'd smell. Hamburgers would be heaven, veggie burgers would be hell. You could hear secret sounds that your old ears couldn't hear, miles away from any dinner bell. But the hearing and the smelling and the distant dinner belling and the warning of the parents that the Timmys in the Welling won't take the place of knowing you will never be alone. You without your friend is like your head without a bone. 'Cause if your head is a dog, then you are your own best friend. You can play all day long, and on yourself you can depend. When you curl up at night, you will never be alone. When you are your own best friend, anywhere you are is home.
And it just turned midnight. That's so lovely.
Very cool.
I realized as I was singing that Chris and Jules heard that at the anniversary show. August came out of his room for that one. He came to my show and he got to see me rocking out.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that song.
How do your children deal with you musicking?
What's that?
How do your children deal with you musicking?
Well, August came to this show and he enjoyed it. He thought I did a pretty good job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like this One Piece intro.
Oh, he thought it was like anime music because I brought the electric out and I was like all fuzzed out and everything. And
Very main line just sounded. It had the same amount of syllables as like the main line of that song.
oh, okay.
And it was like, dang.
Dang.
If I see this song, I think of this song.
Oh my God. Welcome to your mind, Baba.
It's I think
The more music you know, the more connections you get.
Telly, you watched that H Bomber guy video. Does this sound like plagiarism to you? Do you think we have a case?
Yeah, you're gonna have to catch me back up on. So you're saying he's plagiarizing One Piece? Is that what I heard?
I think that's what we're doing. That's the case we're trying to make. Yeah.
I think that so few people have seen enough One Piece that like
there,
you could get,
there are. I checked it out, and there are like 900 episodes of that show. Joylene, yes, you have a question?
No, like I've actually watched it. So like it's
1,000 now. They just had.
Oh wait, no, I've got the answer.
You
Is that
do?
when they asked Marianne not to wear a bikini?
No, that's Gilligan's Island.
You're so old. Oh my God.
It's Gilligan's Island.
You're so
Yeah.
old.
Different thing with boats. Wait,
Yeah.
so you've
It is
seen
a different thing with
you've seen
boats.
the anime or you've seen the live action adaptation?
I've started to watch the live action adaptation. I have seen the anime.
Wow.
So I like anime. I've always liked anime.
Okay,
This is-
Chris.
this
Yeah,
is
you can leave,
fine.
Chris. You can go.
Yeah,
Fighting
like
with the Gamelons. We won't stop until we've won.
no.
Our Star
Uh,
Blazers.
No, we're not.
That was like when I was a kid, and like Speed Racer, Star Blazers were going to battle. for
Why
the
are you
flag.
so old? Like we're not that far apart, but oh my God.
Can we bring back the laughing thing where like people would like pop out of the windows and be like, I'm gonna tell a funny, and then like
Suck it to me.
suck it to me.
Very interesting.
Ricardo Nixon.
Speed Racer.
Just so bad jokes like through a window. Made it hard
Speed Racer.
Yeah, like, it's funny. Like I'm flipping through. Like I at this point with being home off of work so long, I feel like I've watched everything on the internet.
Yeah, you finished Netflix,
I finished
right?
Netflix. I'm like, oh, there has to be something else. I'm like,
Nope.
I need something else to watch. So all I look for is
Everything is dubbed.
no, like I pretty much like I'm like,
Ugh,
where's the anime?
gross.
Where are like the Korean and Japanese television shows? Like I need these things. That's the only thing I want to watch.
Netflix has a lot of Korean shows.
If-
They do,
If
and I feel
you
like I watched all of them.
Have you seen Kingdom?
Almost. I have it on my list. So like I just went through yesterday of like I need to add things to my list and like, yep, where are the Korean Japanese shows? I'm gonna add those to my list because I usually like them.
We are into the 3rd season of Harley Quinn together.
It's good. That's
It
good
is
stuff.
good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's funny.
It's not like
Surprisingly
anime
good.
good, because anime reaches heights that
I love anime.
I'd like
that-
if you haven't ventured into the K-drama corner of Netflix, I can do a little advertisement.
make her mixtape.
The dramas.
Okay, so which ones are you talking about? Because I feel like I've watched a whole bunch of them. So like, what are you talking about?
If you've watched a bunch of them, then I think you'll understand like why. What I'll say is like they are like K-pop in that they will mix so many different genres together, like
Yes.
so like smushed up together that it.
What did you do?
I did nothing. I was waiting
He
for
sabotaged himself.
You broke the house. Okay.
you.
Don't open the door. Like everything is like very precariously
I have
balanced.
no idea.
You sure?
So,
And he's gone. After he broke the house. Okay, so back to K-drama because I need to know because I feel like I've watched everything that there is to watch on Netflix.
I really like watching the stuff where they are really steeped in other cultures, and so they don't explain everything, and you sort of gotta absorb it over time. But I got into doing Korean Duolingo because of it, and
Nice.
I'm making some progress. It's been like a year and a half or so.
That's cool.
And I've been doing it.
Yeah, I love the stuff that goes into very specific. I'm sorry, Telly, I really boring the hell out of you. Like I really enjoy like the mythology stuff, like where you're just like dropped into Japanese or Korean mythology. I'm like, okay, I need to catch up really fast. And like, oh, we're talking like nine-tailed foxes. I gotcha. And then we go, and like we just kind of like go off on it.
Naruto.
Like Chris hates like all of the. Like the Studio Ghibli stuff. So, but I love it. Like I absolutely love it.
What?
Like,
How can you hate the? Okay,
I don't know. Like
okay,
I'm like, how is
first-
moving cast? I'm like, yes, let's like watch that shit. Like Spirited Away. Like let's go. He's like,
So
what
good.
the hell is going on?
Haven't
Like,
seen
it's
it.
So okay,
amazing.
so
you ask.
some friends of mine. So
I
two
haven't
things.
seen any of them, but not the new one.
Really?
Yeah,
You're hurting my
One-
heart.
Okay.
I'm hurting my own heart. Apparently.
You need to watch them. They're really awesome.
Speaking of,
Telly,
hold on.
you have
Hurt
to
my
send
heart
me
real
the
fast.
Not boring me. I wake up at 5:45 in the morning and I'm biking to work both ways. It's horrible. 2.
I'm so sorry.
I can't believe he doesn't like the Ghibli stuff. 3, I've got a friend. They're in a. I don't even know what kind of band it is. It's like a metal thing. It's like screamo. I don't even know. But they're called Kayonashi. And I'm like, hell's yes. There's a good. But of course, there's like 10 bands named Kayonashi. You know, like no face, right? And then lastly, Naruto. I hate the overdubs. I want the original.
I do not watch dubs. Subs, not dubs.
There's a lot of that on
so-
Netflix.
The Dragon Ball dubs are okay, but like
They're
Naruto,
fine.
like
Funimation tends to do better than like Viz or other distributors, but no, so
Naruto became a kids show. It wasn't.
yeah. Well,
It
the
is
first
now.
the
Yeah,
first
my
one
teenagers
is
watch it.
the first one is a kids show, and then there's like
It
some
is.
cool fight scenes and some tournaments and stuff, classic anime bullshit. But Shippuden is like the real adult shit where like there's resolution to some stuff, and then they do a bunch of filler. That's why I stopped watching anime for so long. Then I got COVID at the beginning of 2020, and I was like, well, everybody's been talking about this My Hero Academia shit, and I love superhero nonsense, and I love anime, and it's the best superhero show. and I really like superhero stuff, but My Hero Academia is like, man, if you don't cry like 2 or 3 times every 10 episodes, you're not watching the show. That's
Is it
just
done?
No, but they're almost done. There's
Okay.
like 1.5 more seasons, but there's like 200 episodes. So by the time you catch up,
It's
the
kind of
new
funny to
season will
me.
be running.
Yeah, like I love that anime forever. Like I remember like seeing Akira.
Oh my God.
That's how old I am. Like
I just
like
saw
30
it
years ago.
quite recently.
Really?
Yeah, and
Like
I fucking loved it. I think I
It's
watched it in
amazing.
2020 because it takes place in 2020. And that
Yeah.
was like on a list of movies that take place in 2020 with an apocalypse.
There's so many. Like I remember, like I had a friend who was from Japan, and like his dad was like a diplomat from Japan in college, and he's like, "You need to see Akira," and like that was my introduction to anime. I'm like, oh my god, like this is amazing.
That's a great
What
intro.
have I been missing forever?
Right.
Like I was like, 18 years old. I'm like, okay,
And that was
and
like
my eyes have been opened.
when like I think modern anime sort of got started was with like Akira and like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Ninja Scroll.
Yeah, Ninja Scroll, all the Aeon Flux, all that stuff that came out like in the late 80s in Japan and then
Love
got
it.
shipped over here like in the 90s.
Absolutely loved it. And
yeah.
that like the 90s are like my teenage years. Like that was high
Right,
school and
right.
college. That's how old
Yeah.
I am. And like that, I'm like, yes, this is the language I understand. Chris looks at me like cross-eyed, like, what is your issue? I'm like, no, like I love this shit. It's amazing. It's funny, like, the 14-year-old is like, I think I like anime. I'm like, well, we need to have a conversation. Like, what do you mean by anime? And it was Naruto, but the kid version. I'm like, okay, like we can watch that. He's like, I haven't heard of this thing and that thing. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna watch this together because I like it and I really enjoy it. I'm like, let's have some conversations about the stuff that you're watching.
I love
because
a
it went
good-
like Demon Slayer and like
Right.
Death Notice and like all that stuff. Like, okay, like we're gonna watch it together.
Yeah,
So we
Demon
can
Slayer.
talk about it.
A lot of these anime are about kids, but they're not for kids.
They're not for kids.
Like Hunter x Hunter stars like 2 kids. Those are the 2 leads, and I'm rewatching that right now. It is not for kids.
Most of it's not for kids. Like anime.
Most of
is
it's not. Demon Slayer
very-
definitely not for kids. The show starts with a bunch of kids getting fucking murdered, and you see a lot of it happen. That's not for children.
It's
Sean,
not.
your son left the room, right?
He's watched Demon Slayer,
Okay.
and he's also watched Hunter x Hunter. Hunter
Okay.
x Hunter, and
Those
he
are-
also is a big My Hero Academia fan, so he could join in.
They are.
He just like hangs on, like he's waiting for the next iteration of the song to come on, because then they learn it and then they sing it out loud with like different things.
Man. And they really. Oh my god, dude! That's the Inuyasha, yeah. That's oof.
Chris,
Give me hot flashes.
My wife really likes Mushishi.
Oh, what is that? Is that a romance one or is there a sports one?
No, it's a.
Is it a lawyer one?
No, it's a very, very zen, very chill, very beautiful, like spirits and folklore.
Nice.
There's a guy who is sort of there's someone behind you. It's pretty creepy.
That would be CJ and
No,
Chris.
me.
Hi. Did you bring the child in with you or
I'm
no?
not CJ.
Okay. I didn't know if you went and got him.
No. Although
Okay.
I will say I
You
did
should.
see Akira at a comic book show when I was 14 or 15. And I
That was
loved it.
too friggin' young for
And I
Akira.
bought-
Like that's
And I bought a VHS bootleg of it. So
but you
Did you
don't
like-
like anime in
did you like
general.
it?
12-years are playing GTA. 14's not too young for Akira.
Well, I guess now the internet
Well,
has
now.
ruined
Now.
innocence.
But like then Akira like was
Oh,
super
yeah.
hardcore for a 14-year-old. Like it was a lot for an 18-year-old. I was like, what
Yeah.
the hell did I just
but,
watch?
But like
and this
GTA is like
86.
depravity
we're
incarnate.
so desensitized. Have
Yeah.
any of you guys are you familiar with Grappler Baki?
I think So
It's not the Netflix version is like the watered down, like, hey, we remade it, and like I'm a fan, so like, hey, the remakes are, hey, we're doing new episodes, blah blah. Basically, I'm a big pro wrestling nerd, so it's basically UFC mixed martial arts in like anime form, and I was totally there for it. It was great.
yeah, I remember this. Yeah, it was on like Adult Swim or Toonami or some shit. Because they would,
Maybe.
yeah, they would just like air random, like,
Yeah.
like 3 episodes of a show, see if it like tracked well with whatever demographic, which was like me, so like 13-year-old
You're
boys.
it. You're the audience.
So,
Yeah.
like, Jules, you like this one?
And I'm like, I don't know. I like fight animes, I guess. Yu Yu Hakusho's good. So,
Fight Amaze?
Yeah, I mean, like that is kind of anime. Though, like you kind of need the fight scene or the battle.
dramatic scene,
Yeah.
or
You need, like, the dramatic
something
battle
that.
scene.
It's gotta drag on for 7 episodes.
Well,
Yeah.
the newer
It's like,
ones.
are they gonna like survive? Are they gonna come back? Or are they like gonna transform into whatever higher level of whatever?
Sean, you're not the only one with a guitar.
She's just gonna play in the background. Like, I have no idea what the hell you.
If it's too loud or if it's distracting, I can.
It's not. We
You're
love
fine.
it. We love to see it.
Like, lovely. I just wanted to be involved too, because it's not like I can talk about this shit.
Like, you got me on an anime track, so I'm like, oh yeah, I love this shit.
Tell us about like how Speed Racer like formed your personality.
I think it's Battle for the Planets. I think for Chris,
First of
it's
all-
earlier.
How does it show up in these streams?
The ADHD of it all is how it shows up in the streams. Yeah.
Oh goodness, yeah. It's funny. Like, and I'm sure Chris has talked to you about all my fun health stuff, and
Not on air.
Sounds
it's okay
really fun,
if you
though.
did. Like, I have 0 secrets because who gives a shit?
Spoiler alert. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Glory.
So with the strokes and everything that I've had 3, and in case you're counting, that's 3 too many for somebody my age.
Yeah,
And apparently I have like stroke induced ADHD. I'm like, oh fuck, like, is that why like nothing makes any sense and I can't like focus on anything? I can't really focus on music. I can't hear things right. I get really confused. It's like, that's what it is.
trying
Like,
to
it
help.
pulls attention, and I can't take like multiple things going on at the same time. It just fucks with my head. Thanks. Yeah, this is my life right now. Like, are 2 things happening at the
This-
same time? I
This is
cannot
your life
focus.
right now. Me.
Yeah.
This is why I take Ritalin now. Like, all of a sudden they're like, hey, you know what you should do?
Yeah.
My neurologist told me this like 2 weeks ago. He's like, hey, I don't know if anybody told you this, but if you have more than 1 stroke, it's not like 1 + 1 = 2. It's like 1 + 1 = 4. So all of your symptoms are just magnified. Like, I wish somebody had told me that like a couple of years ago. That would have really helped.
Then you wouldn't have done it.
Causes it. I did on purpose. I'm like, you know what I need? I totally should have a stroke right now. Like,
You wouldn't believe what Chris has been telling us about.
yeah, I can only imagine. Like, you know what I need to do? Like, I need to
Pull
have
yourself
2.
up by your bootstraps, obviously.
You're a balls to tug. Like, I know. Like, I
Get your
need like
balls to
I
tug.
need to have 2 strokes at the same time just to fuck with and scramble my brain.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
I need that in my life because
Oh, boy.
my super type A personality loves
Yeah,
not having
the lack of
control.
control. That's just like chef's kiss. We love to see it, folks.
I live for it. Like, I
Yeah.
really
It's your
need
favorite
to have
thing.
0
Chris keeps
control
telling me that
over my
like,
own brain.
Yeah, that lack of control is your favorite thing. Yeah.
It is my
It's totally your
absolute favorite
favorite
thing. Yeah, it's
Number 1
awesome.
with a bullet.
In that it makes me want to pull my own hair out. Yeah, it's awesome.
While we have you here, would you be opposed to playing a song with Chris?
No, I don't know if I could sing it. Like, I don't know if it'll sound any good, but I'll do it.
Fucking nobody's watching. Who gives a shit?
This wasn't a plan, but we haven't played music together since July.
Okay.
I can't hear shit right.
And then she went and had 2 more strokes. So.
Okay.
I don't want to speak for her,
My brain has gotten a bit scrambled.
but it's
You got the brain
probably
scramblies.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a really interesting thing. Like my favorite thing in the world. I'm not quite allowed to do it.
Oof.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
COVID all over again.
it's fun.
And
Yeah.
as our 12-year-old said when he heard me play, "You're much better with Mama." It's like, yes, I know.
It's like just to make like rub some pain
Wow,
Some
and
salt
like
in that
poison
wound.
the
Dan,
wound.
Yeah.
you must be sad.
He must be sad.
Oof.
I love like his just pure direct bluntness of
I appreciate your candor, good sir.
yeah, like that must really suck for you.
This
Like
is, this is the insult comic.
Yes. The future game show host. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one with all the charm in the world.
Yeah, he's got Jimmy Pardo syndrome, where it's just like sometimes he's too quick for the room.
yeah,
just like,
Absolutely.
he's
okay.
he's super clever and super smart.
Well, let the record show, Jules, your thing of that I am easily the least charismatic member of my family.
Oh yeah, even
Yes.
when your older child came in and
Oh, you missed DJ?
and wouldn't speak on camera, just whispered something into your ear, and then you said, "Yeah, okay, good," or something. And he was like, "Okay, that was more charming than you, but I think you're fine." So
You're fine is nice. Like it's okay to be fine.
yeah, exactly.
That's like the biggest
Fine.
backhanded compliment
Fine
ever.
is a
Like,
really high
fine.
bar for humans for me.
Well, okay, so it kind of depends on like how misanthropic you are. So like fine could be like a really big compliment if you're a gigantic misanthrope.
Well, we're not.
Or
really
it could be like a really bar.
I like Chris. He knows this. We razz each other's
I
berries.
feel as though you might.
Yeah.
Do you
I
know?
don't think we'd
Sure.
still be doing. I don't know how many of these we've done. It's dozens at this point.
Yeah,
And-
and we haven't made any money off of it. If there was money,
You haven't made any money off of it,
He has. Okay.
and neither
We
have I.
we need to talk about like there's money to be
And
made. Hey, we need to understand that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could disappoint everyone, and I could play a song.
I would like you to play a song. That was what I was getting at. Was
Play a
ultimately
song. I'll move. Yeah.
Are you
Let's go.
sure?
Yes.
do-si do and grab your.
Play that casino.
And I said,
And I said,
What's casino backwards?
"Oh, eyes just went out of
oh,
focus."
Onisak.
Onasac.
Onisak.
Onasac.
That's my favorite
for you right here.
That's your backwards casino is Onasac.
And that is my favorite character from Dune.
Ooh.
Onisak.
Julie Hairlick, what's Prexatelli's backwards?
Taxifrellies.
So,
What you gonna play?
Am I playing something new or am I playing something old?
something borrowed or something blue.
Please play something blue.
They're all blue.
I've got something blue for all of you to see.
Okay.
Do I need to do something for the soundy things because I have
give me
the
a strum for your
speakers on?
guitar,
No. I mean, sure.
because I think you may just be overall. Yeah. Yeah.
Too loud?
You may want to put your headphones in and turn the speakers down.
But then she can't hear.
She can hear you.
Sparknars.
Yeah. And then just turn the speakers back up when you are done playing. So you won't get the feedback thing.
Blarkles?
Yeah, blarples, exactly. That's what we call it. Joylene, I don't know if you've heard, but we call feedback blarples now. We've been out of the game, yeah, but it's blarples, yeah.
Had
They
no
mention
idea.
it in some new anime like Chainsaw
Nope.
Man.
Out of the game was us trying to have a drink in a bar tonight, which
Oh
is
my
why I was a little
goodness.
late.
So out of practice.
Deeply,
So out of practice. Oh my goodness.
darkly, and abardedly. It was something.
Not ready to be social.
Yeah.
No, what I
been
should
there,
play is too old for the room.
Been there, lived that. I mean, you can.
I can, but I have a new song,
Yeah.
and Joylene doesn't like my songs. But ow,
His
okay,
bones.
There.
Broken.
Now she can't hear you. I'm gonna turn off my echo cancellation. I'm gonna turn off and reduce. Can you hear things, guys?
Yeah, but now you're a lot quieter, and so
I'm so sorry. Is
maybe
that better?
no. I mean, maybe that's why your mic was turned up so loud before, was because you had all these features on. So maybe turn it back up. I don't know. Or you could turn those things back off.
How about this? Is that better?
Say something.
Something?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna need more voice
You could
when
pump
you
it.
get to, when you get to playing that guitar.
Yeah.
I could kick it.
Yeah, I think that
mean, I
should
might.
be okay.
And I have a loopy thing that I'm not going to use. But maybe I will. How was that?
Brief.
I don't think it's gonna happen. No. Take your things and go over there. Just so. Who's gonna run? Who's gonna run? Who's gonna run over and over? I'm hearing clickies, that's fun. Make me say it twice, it's still the same. No amount of begging shifts the blame. Who's gonna run? Who's gonna run? Who's gonna run over and over? Don't be surprised. If it's time, I don't doubt it. You can watch me go without it. Who's gonna run? Who's gonna run? Who's gonna run over and over?
Tasty.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yum.
I'll allow it. I'm smacking myself. It was so good. Where am I?
Smack. Or
When I see
did
that
they?
casino, I get so jealous.
What do you get jealous of?
Your
The
guitar.
casino.
I mean, you're right-handed. The world is your musical oyster. You could just
This is so
Listen,
true.
listen,
Check your
you-
fucking privilege.
Yeah, you're
check.
the lamentable.
Keep my wife's name out of your
Motherfucking mouth.
I'm sorry, Sean.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, bud?
You know what? If I grab that casino, I'll just turn it over and play it upside down.
Ugh.
I don't fucking care about anything.
have that
I'll
guitar,
turn
like,
that
you gotta
casino
remember
upside
that.
down and play it again. So.
Oh, y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, no, I had to buy this blind off of eBay.
You gotta turn it back down.
Turn what back down?
The
What's happening?
Microphone.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I don't know why are you fiddling with settings? Should we all turn our echo cancellation off?
I turned it on because I had to put it back on speakers because I have a guest.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I know, guy.
Then what's the problem?
Because there's a disparity between the volume of your voice.
You're too loud.
I apologize. That wasn't my choice. I always would rather be quieter than too
You're
loud.
gonna wake your children up.
No, they're on the other side of the house.
Yeah. And they're used to his voice.
And they've been drugged.
I mean,
And-
when they were little?
No.
They didn't sleep?
There was just the when the pediatrician was like, yeah, give them Benadryl, basically because if you don't sleep, you're going to die and there will be no one to care for them.
That seems
So-
like that seems like a flaw in the plan.
there's a
if that
joke
happens.
there, but I don't know what it is right now.
I'd say it's high time. Blues, did we
you-
get a song
you-
out of you?
You put the dye in diphenhydramine?
Wow.
That nice. That out of left field. Well met,
You
gunslinger.
nurse ass,
Oh, shit.
joking ass, ass
From
and
half
ass.
court, Julie Herlick.
But you have to know that Benadryl is diphenhydramine. Like, that is
Yeah,
a very specific
that's deep.
piece of knowledge that I think
Yeah.
only a parent would have.
It was so funny. I had a teledoc thing with our doctor, and I did instead of on my iPhone, I did it on here. And she's like, "Hey, Chris, wow, you sound amazing. Is that your setup?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then I put my earbuds in. It was better. I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, it's not as good as some of my friends' setup, but
Oh,
still,
yeah. Well, it's not fair to compare with like Rowan and Rob.
no,
Yeah,
it's really not.
like the tone they get out of their guitars is so fucking
And-
annoying.
Also, Rowan has the voice that you just want to hug.
Well,
It just
I mean,
makes you feel
it helps
safe.
that he's a beautiful man that has the soul of an angel. God, I wish he was
How-
here instead
How
of
can you
guys.
be that pretty and that wonderful? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can only be pretty. Why did you laugh?
It was a lack of recognition. I'm like, I understand, baby.
Give your
Ah.
balls a tug.
Give your balls a tug.
Uh,
Shut up, Shorzy.
Fuck you, Jonesy. Your mom called and told me to make sure you eat your vegetables.
I've been doing the shut up, Jonesy. Your mom called and wanted to make sure you got your vitamins because it's important that you supplement if you're not getting enough vitamins.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
That is a wonderful show that you guys should watch if you
It's
haven't. called
lovely.
Shorzy.
It's lovely. I love when Carrie's on the vom because a lot of times Rowan or someone will say "to be fair" and then I'll
To
do
be
a-
fair.
Yeah, and then we get the triptych. Yes, I will play a song. Nerds.
And that's our show for tonight. Just
Okay.
reach
Good
out,
night,
touch
everybody.
base.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. This has been enough of this.
Reach out, give your balls a tug.
Oh no.
Only was it you who spoke
This
the
could be
words?
us.
Oh,
Things
would you
happen, but not to me.
would you like me to play
All
that song?
things are gonna happen naturally.
I'll play that.
Wait, which song is it?
Taking your advice, and I.
Why is he miking his genitals? What kind of song is this?
it's a very
Whole
special
thing.
situation.
This week,
And oftentimes those
your
are
guitar is
words-
backwards, Jules.
This is a preview of our show that we're gonna do when I come to the East Coast.
if you come over here, yeah, I know like 4 guys who would do that show. Yeah, with us, and I know where we would do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I talked with Rob the other day, just so you know, and I'm looking at in about 5 months. There's like toward the end of August. There's a time that might work for the Iliami crew as well.
Okay.
So I'm
The
looking.
absolute worst time to go to the East Coast, by the way.
Oof.
Even worse than when we were there in the
As long
the
as you
end
don't
of
go
July
to
2
like
years
New
ago.
York and
You
ride
keep
the
forget-
subway.
you guys never really grok that I'm from Florida, and there's nothing that
that explains so
that-
much.
So pretty.
You're more of a flow rider. I get it.
But I call him Florida.
Me too. Me too. Solid baby.
Yeah.
So, Blues, what are you going to play for us?
I'll play at least some of that song.
Wait, which song is it? I don't understand.
It doesn't matter, man. Because if I tell you who it's by, you're gonna be like,
This is early Springsteen, man. You're gonna love it.
So what I'm hearing here
watching?
is that it's
my life right now. Like everything's Springsteen.
you know, he had a lot of meaningful
You know,
shit to
he had
say.
a lot of meaning for your old maid, Mary.
You know what? Nebraska isn't as like chill as you think if you listen to the lyrics.
No, it's all fucked up.
Pretty metal.
No, I've been listening to Born to Run of all things. So what does this mean? You're playing a John something or other song?
How's the guitar coming through compared to the voice?
Pretty well.
Okay. I think I am gonna have this stew, yeah. So was it you who spoke the words that things would happen but not to me? Things are gonna happen naturally. Well, I'm taking your advice and looking on the bright side and balancing the whole damn thing. Oh, but it oftentimes those words, they get tangled up in a light, and the bright light turns to night. Oh, until the dawn it brings a little bird who'll sing about the magic that was you and me. 'Cause you and I both love. You and I spoke up, and others will only read up. Oh, the love that I love. Love, ooh, come again. See, I'm all about them words over numbers, unencumbered numbered words, hundreds of pages, pages for words, more words than I ever heard, and I feel so alive. 'Cause you and I both love. You and I spoke of, and others will only dream of. If they could see us now, they see we're almost finally out of. Finally out of. Finally dee-dee-dee-dee. I'm almost finally. Held to your flame till there's nothing left. Remains of days fading away, and I'm stuck chasing sunsets. Those of you playing along at home, this is the time for you to solo. One more time, guys. Yeah. All right. You burn through hearts just like cigarettes. Held to your flame till there's nothing left. Remains of days fading away, and I'm stuck chasing sunsets. Chasing sunsets. I've never done that before. That's nice. All right. Thanks.
Man, that Springsteen was just so
I mean, peak Springsteen, man.
At the risk of incurring your wrath yet again, dare I ask what those songs were?
It was a mashup of Jason Mraz's song, You and I Both, and my song, Chasing Sunsets, which I will be playing with Rob Hinkle and perhaps other people on my birthday at Earp's Ordinary. Hey, every nobody that can make it to that show that's here right now, and all of the nobody watching, please come to that.
Is that the one with Jillian and
Matundon? Yep, and Ari Vox, with whom I'm in a band now. I play guitar for her.
How's that going?
We have a show that weekend, and I hope.
Yeah, you just said
I don't fuck up. No. That is the thing I was talking about before is my show.
Oh, an additional.
Yeah, no. Then we're playing the Cherry Blossom Festival like 2 days later, and then I'm playing the Cherry Blossom Festival with.
Oh wow,
Rebecca.
that's a big gig.
Larry Chelsam.
Yeah, they'd never ask me to do it, but these
Rebecca, who's been on the VOM and who was commenting on here when she was in the hospital.
Yeah, it's definitely past her bedtime because she wakes up at like 5 o'clock in the morning because she's a weird freak.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Not good for your brain.
None taken, right, Telly?
Oh, I was about to say, like, I'm not gonna be able to go the distance. I'm out of it. Like, I gotta crash.
Not going the distance.
Not
going for speed.
All alone.
I mean, if you took some speed, then you'd be able to.
Nah, if I hit the pen that I have stashed away for June, I might give me a second wind. But
no.
I mean, I'd say it's high time, but that's just me.
No. It's high time over here. Look, hey Telly.
Yeah.
I'll smoke for you, and then you just go to bed, man.
Yeah.
But
Given
thanks
the
for coming
comedy
on,
bears
and
in my life.
open
None
invitation.
Yeah.
So
I'll hear the story
yeah.
next week.
Thank you for reaching out.
Yeah. Because I don't know if now,
I-
maybe after I go, you can tell everyone else's story, and then I'll hear it again next week. And
No.
if not-
I'm gonna wait till you are here, and
Okay.
and
Yep.
it'll
right, well,
it'll
next week
it'll
I
be
got-
like a second hour thing, not a third hour
Okay.
thing, like whatever this is that's
Okay.
happening. Right
Okay.
Hey, we're into 220 there.
All right. Good night,
Are you
Telly.
out?
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Jolene,
Telly?
it's nice
I'm gonna
meeting you.
boot him.
Night.
I'm gonna fucking
Okay.
boot him.
Thank you
Do
so
it.
much for
See ya.
jumping on.
Get him outta
I
here.
appreciate it. God, that guy's finally gone.
Oh no.
I mean, wait,
Oh no.
Whoops.
or do I?
All right. Well, I'd like to get at least one song out of everybody before we, actually call it quits. Call it quits.
Do we get more Sean?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I didn't
I don't
see you
think
there.
You can't hear. I'm playing. I was been like noodling on my.
Hey,
Yeah.
Just noodling on my life.
He actually did the assignment. I told
Right.
everybody to solo, and he was the only one that did. So
no, I was doing it. We were both doing it. She was banging on it, and I was like,
Oh yeah, but that's not. Yeah, that's okay. Frere
no, I
Jacques.
figured I had to be in key. That's got to count for something.
I mean, open. It's just G.
100%. It
But I
counts.
was
It counts
tapping
for a
it
lot.
from over here.
All right, so I can play you guys a song that you guys have not heard yet.
Yes, please.
Alrighty. Lyrics are over here.
Oh, lyrics.
Yeah. They're gonna be somewhere over here. Maybe. Where's my previews? Oh, here we go. All right. Okay. If I'd have known you were the lady of the lake, I'd have wasted more of your time for my own sake. But I don't know what you could have seen in me. Would you tell me, please? You're the reason for my sunny afternoon. This time of day always comes to an end too soon. What's the source of this sweet agony? Would you tell me, please? The breeze is barely breezing, fan lazing around the ceiling, shadow creeping across the floor. Another day, another door. I should have known you were Cassandra all along. Had a way of seeing truth in all my songs. Such a labyrinth inside you sighed. Look me in the eyes. Must be hell to know you cannot be surprised. Trick yourself that you aren't half so wise. But you know the bees from the butterfly. look me in the eye. Losing all periphery. All that's left is you and me, forever bathing in what astounds you. Really think I could slow down? Am I surprised you are the witchy kind of love? Like the wooers of the waxing moon above. Lapis lazuli glints wicked in the night. How are you just so right? And I can lay right down and curl right up and die. Passers-by might wonder who and when and why took the life of this man and left him with a smile. Must have been loved in style. He was loved in style.
So was that a homework song as well?
Yeah, that was my translytic songwriting group thing.
All the translytic, terrifying shit.
The newer one, yeah.
So confusing.
Yeah.
I was oddly touched that like 2 words of what I came up with on that made it into anything. Yeah, that shit.
That's the thing. Okay.
I get so
Remember you told
confused.
me about
Technically, we get a writing credit.
Yeah,
There you
100. Yeah, 100%, 30%.
Yeah, 100%, 30%, 5%, 0.1%. The top 0.1% of the bottom 30% of the middle 15% of the top 100%. It's Bernie Sanders.
Dumbass.
The
It's
math,
that new
math.
math I keep hearing about.
That's
That math is mathin'.
Yeah, Judge
Mhm.
Math is.
Ain't no math like a math.
I appreciate the Bernie Sanders math. Like he's very passionate about things.
He really means shit that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it
understand.
does. It makes total sense.
makes
It just doesn't matter because no one's gonna let him implement anything because
No.
But it's a good thing that everything's fine.
yeah, it is. I've said it a lot.
So
It's fine.
So
just
what's the
if you stick
plan,
your fingers
kid?
in yours. I'm game.
You
It may
want-
not sound any good, but I'm game.
you want to try one?
He's
Sure.
gonna do
Okay.
it.
She
Holy
says she'll
fucking
try a
shit.
song.
Let's fucking
How do we do it?
I don't know.
Do you want to stand?
I can do that. You
Okay.
won't see me.
No,
You'll
no,
hear
that's
me 'cause
not
I'm
true
loud as fuck,
because
yeah.
I have access
Um,
to the Canberra.
Canberra.
We're gonna change things real quick
Okay.
for the good of all.
Should I boot you while you get ready?
Why don't you?
Okay. Oh, and now he's gone.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there
Hey,
you
Dick. Hey, Dickie Poo.
are. Ain't nobody called me that since high school now. You're taking me back now.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, you're making me feel young again, old Julie.
Oh, I was always so proud to be your underclassman.
Oh, well, now, Julie, you know, now that you bring it up, I always have had a thing for you. You know, I was going steady with Nancy, but, you know, she wasn't always my fancy Nancy, if you're
Oh,
picking
no,
up what
of course.
I'm putting down.
And she was just so tall, she couldn't fit under the desk.
Okay, well, I guess you win the bit because I pulled a Jimmy Fallon and broke. So there we go. Okay, then.
Is that's what we used to call it, right? Pulling a Jimmy Fallon.
Pulling a Jimmy Fallon, yeah. When you pull it out on camera. Yeah. When you pulling a Jimmy Fallon is what we call when you undeservedly get a talk show that you really shouldn't have got. But the previous person was kind of a dickhead. Hey, you guys ready? Nope. Maybe. Yeah. Looks like it.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna mute myself
Okay.
preemptively.
I'm just gonna stay unmuted the whole time. Okay. I'm just gonna boot him again. So.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
I got out my wiggles.
So how's the job been?
It's actually, I'm just feeling like I feel like I am the one that's trying to keep myself in check for feeling like I just feel really, really lucky. And I'm also trying to be really, really responsible. But basically I'm doing a really good job. And they also have like a very organized training program for me that is very like reasonably laid out timeline wise. So I am never had a job like this where there was just plenty of time. And there was, because I think for me, because it's such a big transition into actually like ordering medications, diagnosing illnesses, seeing people who are severely ill with very, very complex cardiac situations. Like no one would be able just to walk into this and like do a great job. Even like a doctor who, if they hadn't been trained in cardiology, wouldn't be able to do a great job. It's a whole like subspecialty almost. And so they are treating that like, well, yes, obviously, you need the time and you need like the hand holding. And so I'm just in that phase right now where I'm just like learning all the details, but very much so like insulated on a very reasonable timeline. I feel like to get comfortable with the scope of the job, which is a pretty big scope of the job.
I'd hope they'd give you the fucking time to get acquainted and acclimated, because like people's lives are in your fucking hands. Speaking of lives being in our hands, hey, are you guys good? You ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
You should go closer.
All right.
And I'll stay back here.
Yeah, get as far away as you can.
Yeah, we've been saying that all night, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck right off.
That's great. Oh, man. I didn't even have to say it. Okay. Well,
no. He felt it. He felt the...
You feel it right around... You felt it right around the back, right?
I knew.
Oh, boy.
That's a pretty good picture of you, though. With, like, the overhead light on the...
You're funny.
Give your balls a tug.
Give your balls a tug.
You're right. Sterling. We play song now?
Sure.
Okay.
I give you more emergencies to small accounts. Take it to the corner, earliest one. Give off your drinks and a few more, and a sandwich to the bill come to me. That's what it's for. Make no mistake, I'll get this long, and it won't be long until you're talking to your friends, wondering how this could happen, how could this begin? When you've always seemed so happy, maybe you'll pretend it will never be, but it's right here.
That was great.
That's like a live practice. I haven't sung it.
You haven't sung since July. Whew. We did a show in June. We did a show in July, and then she went and had 2 more strokes in August. I try not to take it personally.
It's totally from playing with you. That's what it is.
My songs are very different.
My brain got scrambled. So it's interesting.
But yeah, that's the first time. We haven't actually so much as practiced since.
You got to hear the first practice of July.
Wow. Well, thank you.
I miss singing.
You're welcome. Much better when you play with mom. Yeah, I know. Well, that was like when we did the VOM when she came on. It was like 100 times louder singing with her.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I'm loud.
I appreciate Sean like scoring our talking though. It makes a difference.
Yeah, I don't mind.
No, I like it. Yeah, it is.
All right. Well,
Dick Johnson, sing a song. Dick
Okay.
Johnson, sing a song.
I guess.
Put your song right on the table, Dick Johnson.
Just my song?
Unzip your guitar case and pull out your guitar.
Is this a guitar?
Put it on the table.
Is this a table?
Dick Johnson. Dick Johnson.
Okay. I mean, you know.
It's weird how you've been able to do
It's
that.
like 2 penises, that Dick Johnson.
Dick Johnson, brought
He's
to
like
you
a
by
He's like
Marlboro cigarettes.
he's like a Klingon with the 2 penises.
Who penises?
Sure,
It's a
yeah,
lot of
Poutinesis.
dick.
It's a Canadian dinosaur.
It
It has 2 penises.
Poutinosaurus.
Poutinosaurus, yeah, I guess.
Hey,
that would be.
With
hey,
squeaky.
hey, Blues,
curds.
are you
Yeah.
playing a song and then we're out? Because otherwise we're gonna have to bail.
You guys can go. Sean, how do you feel? Are you good for like another round of stuff?
Guys can go.
I'm good to hang out a little bit more.
I'm not trying to keep you. I don't want to keep you. Go. I am gonna play a song.
No.
If you want to stay for the
You
song.
don't want to keep me.
I don't wanna
You'd be
keep me
perfectly
either.
happy with
Oh
her.
yeah, no, she was great. You should go back and
know.
watch like the bit that you
Really
missed
good.
because like she fucking crushed it. Yeah.
No, I was listening. I was listening. The
Oh, okay.
Akira talk
Go
is what
to
was
sleep.
Oh no, there's more. Yeah.
Go to
We got into what her fucking deal was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Go to sleep.
Oh well.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
I enjoy, as an aside before we bail, I enjoy both of your voices so much. When I get to hear the both of you sing, it's just great. And it was
Thank you.
and it was really nice to kind of get to introduce the 2 of you to Joylene. Like I know Jules, you and Joylene interacted a little
We've
bit.
never like actually had a
Yeah.
conversation, but tonight we like actually had a conversation. It was
No, I
legit.
think it's
Yeah.
kind of funny listening to, like, I know like all of you know each other through the bomb.
Yeah.
I've known Rob forever.
I know. It's
It's
crazy.
weird to me, like, oh, like that's like your connection. I've known Rob longer than I've known Chris.
Yeah.
And we've
Me
been
too.
together for 5 years.
Yeah.
And same with Sean. So
I've known Rob for about 20 years.
yeah.
I have you beat. Like
Now,
I
I've got you beat.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've known Rob since college, so 27
Since what
years.
you just Rowan just barely has you
Yeah,
beat.
like-
I
like
think
we're, like,
Rowan's got
this
you beat
far
by a
apart.
year.
Yeah,
I'm the baby. I only done known him like 13 years.
Yeah, but
that's
he wrote.
nothing.
But he
What?
wrote
He
a song about
He
you.
did write a
had
song
dreams
about me, and he
you,
did make a shirt about
and he
me.
made
Yes.
a T-shirt about you.
Goodness gracious.
He wrote a song about eating you for your talent. It's all kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, though he is sort of kind of responsible for Chris and I being together.
Aw, I'm like that with a marriage.
Yeah, like he tried out for my college band. It did not work out. Chris also tried out for my college band, and it did work out.
Yes.
And like that's so him not working out with the band is kind of how Chris and I got together.
Kinda.
Yeah. So it, I can thank him for not being a good fit. And he agreed, not a good fit.
Oh, hey, Sean, before I forget, the 4-year of the VOM is coming up soon.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you could make it on it, we'd love to see you. Is it the end of March or is it the beginning of April?
Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah.
It may be a 2-week event.
Goodness gracious.
I would actually love if it was a 2-week event.
Like a Shogun. It's a
seen it.
multi-week event. Not talking about the one from the 80s.
Oh.
There's
There's a new show called Shogun, and apparently it's like
a mini series. Like, are we talking like? Is it like
Is it a limited series?
I think like now it's like limited series. It's like 5 episodes.
Where it's like 5-6 episodes, and then they just don't do a second season, or it's an anthology or something.
Yeah, I think back in the day for us old folks, it was called a mini series. So.
I think I can definitely join, possibly a little late. Probably won't be able to get the afternoon.
Maybe we can start, as opposed to the one where we started early for the for 200. Maybe we start regular time and run later. Blues.
I'm fine with that. That's all I'm doing. I'll talk to Rowan. We can talk to. We have a text chain.
I'm allowed to talk to Rowan too.
No, you're not. Not without permission. So someone mentioned Cake earlier, the band.
Yes. Fascinating band.
I have a song I do by them, so I'm going to do that. And I'll play y'all out. And I'll once I'm done with the Cake song, then you can leave. And then you have my
Give me back my pasta maker.
Then you have my permission to die. I'm gonna crash your plane.
Why can't I have my pasta maker back?
Right? Hey, please come visit me in the pit.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go get a charging cable for my computer.
Okay, that would be great, Sean.
Hey, Sean, in case I don't see you,
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
His reassuringly hairy forearm waving in the distance.
Anyway.
A weird thing to say.
Not that weird.
Well, not for you. But
do either of you have anything to plug?
I'll probably be on the
sitting in my living room.
I love that. I love that. What just happened there? That was great.
I'll probably be on the VOM Monday unless bad shit happens, in which case I won't be.
Okay.
And she'll be in the living room.
It's good.
I'll just be sitting here.
It's uplifting.
Over there.
Not being. I love that her.
Music things.
I love that her at 70% is still better than any music I could do by myself.
Oh, absolutely.
That's not true.
But we've already been.
That's not true.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot she's here. That's not true. You're great, Chris.
I never wanted to sing.
Oh man, it is. It really has been great to have you, Joylene, and you know it. Oh, you haven't noticed? Okay, I'll make more of an effort. It's been great.
No, he means it.
I believe you.
She believes you.
You know, like I appreciate salty and sarcasm. Like it's like my first language.
Turns out
it's all good.
Yeah, no, but you what? Oh,
He's just like fucking with the camera.
No, I'm moving it back down again because we had been like.
But it really has been great to talk to you and like to get to know what your fucking deal is.
I'm glad you got to hear.
Do you know what my fucking deal is? I don't know my fucking deal.
I'm glad you know your side of it.
We've I won't say we've cracked the edifice, but we've at least scraped it We've got some dust.
Like,
Edifice dust.
you've heard about me, now you've heard a little bit from me.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's two things to hear. It's me hearing you, and you hitting
You
the,
hitting the
You hitting
ground?
the floor.
Well, that's just like Tuesday.
Oh, Joylene, I haven't had a chance to tell you, Chris, do not say anything until I'm done.
Okay.
I'm a Snoopy.
No! None of that! You shut it!
I'm a Snoopy.
You shut it!
War criminal.
Shush.
It's a big number.
So, that's your words. So, Joylene, I don't know if you know this, but so there's like a kind of a controversy with and I'll play that cake song, I promise. There's a bit of Welcome to Ssnotwasscall. There's a bit there's a bit of a controversy with the first Star Wars movie. And by that, I mean in the George Lucas universe, the first Star Wars movie chronologically, because we all know that George Lucas is a genius, a Kanye Elon level genius. So
and then he stole a lot from Dune, or like what are we talking about?
Right, exactly, and Flash Gordon and Seven Samurai. Yeah. We love it. We love to see it. It's great, and some of them I'm sure are good people. Speaking of the good people in the Star Wars universe, there's a character, a little known character, but a breakout character called Watto. Do you remember Watto? He was a junk dealer who had slaves.
Yeah, I do.
And then he lost his special property slaves in a pod racing bet to some filthy Jedi. I'm sorry.
I do remember.
Anyway, so he was such a breakout character that like they needed to give him something like flashy in the next movie, because obviously he was going to come back in the next movie. It's breakout character Watto from The Phantom Menace, who owned slaves. Anyway, did you know that in the second movie, Watto's got a hat?
He's been doing this shit since I met him, and I still don't know why it's happening.
Watto's just got a little hat in the second movie for no fucking reason.
But at Action Toy Man, I almost spent $8 on a Watto figure to then mail
contemplated
back to
buying it.
Baltimore to have Rob hand it to Jules. Because you're like, you'll never find my address. It's like, fucker, I know where you are 4 nights a week. I can have you killed. Like, what are you talking about?
We know too many people in Maryland.
Yeah, no, I know you used to work in Silver Spring, and that's where I live. Or is it? Hey, Sean, I still didn't play the song.
He still didn't play his fucking song, Sean.
So
I've got wheels of solid steel and something that grips the road.
Been there, done that. But don't go there again. Tread lightly.
Oh, I'll go there.
I appreciate the Watto explanation.
No, don't appreciate the Watto explanation.
It's a generational divide because y'all are so darn young. You're like, oh, right, those prequels are Star Wars. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking
It's
about.
the me, Watto. Isn't that how he sounds?
Chris Pratt.
I think like those prequels are just like, what stereotype can we invoke?
What can we get away with while it's still the 90s?
Jedi.
It's just like barely racist. We're still like thinly veiled.
Jedi.
The racist stereotype. Because they're aliens, we can get away with it.
Yeah, it's
Jedi.
Voodoo Jedi.
Voodoo. Anyway,
that you do so well.
I do cake song.
You remind me of the babe. This song.
distance. First you say you're too busy. I wonder if you even miss me. Never there. You're never there. You're never, ever, ever, ever there. Take the time to get to know me. Oh, if you want me, why can't you just show me? We're always on this roller coaster. If you want me, why can't you get closer? Never there. You're never there. You're never, ever, ever there. That was very Alan Menken at the end there.
Wow, you gave up. It was going all right, and then you just.
Yeah, well, I usually do that into one of my songs, but you know.
One of the time travel ones?
No, this is actually quite an old song that one of my only co-writes. In fact, the only co-write that I still play.
Did we write it together? Was it me?
Yeah, it was you. You traveled back in time and became my ex-girlfriend.
Wow, like everything you guys like had a thing.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
She's down
First,
there
like,
now.
She's
She's tired
a
of.
voice from the darkness.
She's just like bailed out on the couch.
Yeah, she's the Bryan Cranston in Asteroid City, a movie that I think you guys should watch because it's actually a pretty good time.
I guess it's possible.
Yeah, Wes Anderson can look, man. Broken Clock is a dead phone, I guess now. So
this has been Ssnotwasscall.
I mean, I feel like Sean and I are gonna keep going.
Sean, you sticking around? Get on mute. Doesn't count if you don't
Unless
unmute.
he doesn't want to.
I have a couple more songs in me.
Yeah, I think we may.
I am genuinely sorry to miss them.
Hey man, it's being recorded, and we're gonna. I'm gonna get my fucking Irishman before the month is over. All right, it's my birthday month year.
This is Chris's favorite song that he's never heard. This is Chris's favorite song, but he's just too tired. Gotta go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Kitty cat? Sleepy
Cause
kitty?
you're getting old. Should've woken up later, but you knew. Did you know you'd be up so late tonight? I mean, it's just another Friday. It's not like you do this every week. It's not like you do this, not like you knew, not like you knew.
How could you possibly know?
You could have been a winner. You could have been a winner. But now you're just going to sleep. 'Cause you're so tired.
Well, good night, you guys.
Nate, I will see you on Monday, I think.
Monday? Yeah.
And hopefully, Sean, see you soon. Thank you again so much for jumping in.
Oh, my pleasure.
Magnificent.
I appreciate it. And
thanks for hopping on, Joylene. Obviously, I mean,
Yeah, nice to meet you, Joylene.
when they say when people are like, "Oh, this is my better half," that's like for real. I mean, he knows, he gets it. Now I'm just twisting the knife. Like I'm stabbing him in the hole he shot in himself.
I should warn you, she's really protective.
I am very protective.
Oh yeah, I know. He's also told me that because we are dating. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
I get that. Like I'm understanding or like a deep level. Like I need to worry. Like you are like the other man.
I mean, just don't let him. Look, I've never seen us in the same room, and we never should because I think
I won't get him back.
I still think we'll sit in the corner and giggle
to ourselves without saying anything, and then being like,
yeah.
"Oh, but the thing, oh yeah."
A lot of that.
That's for
or
sure.
We won't it, or possibly we won't like each other at all in person.
There you go.
Yeah, that'd be
funnier, actually, if you hate each other.
That'd be great for after a 6-hour drive. How was it? Not great.
He's a dick. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm not well liked. What can I say?
Well, on that note,
I love you.
I guess get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna fuck right off. Will you boot me from the stream? Good night.
Good night. I'm gonna boot you and go away. Go away. Goodbye. And finally, Jesus Christ, they're gone. Oh fuck. Oh, God. Okay.
That was like a jump scare, man. That was pretty
cool. All right. Well, give me something. And by give me something, I mean I'm gonna turn my speakers on so that I can hear you while I go to the bathroom. Ooh, what is that? What does that even mean? Oh my God! Stop. No, but keep going, please.
Been keeping it in for so long now. But it's time to let it out. It's like a secret that my body made, hiding deep inside. Now it's time to let it free. Do you wanna see? Do you wanna see me pee? Do you wanna see? Do you wanna see me pee? You shouldn't waste a minute worrying about me, 'cause I won't do myself the courtesy. I go and go and go and go and go to sleep, get up and go again. I am not my own best friend. If you're looking for perfection, check the mirror. If you're looking for a song, there I can help. The things I do, the things I do for you. Try to take up the slack, filling in the spaces of the strengths seem black. Been around long enough, gone through this many times, to tell you if some word and someone rhyme. But for me it seems that I don't rhyme at all. I look like I'm an am, but I'm setting you up to fall. I feel sorry for folks like you seem to like me. You don't seem dumb, but who am I to say? I know it's hard to keep an open-hearted mind when open hearts seem so hard to find. But here you found true appreciation. You can't be as askew as both of us. It shows in every single shining of your soul. You are what it's like to be whole. You must be what it's like to be whole. You hiding over there?
Lovely.
I don't even remember what that song actually sounds like. It's a set of lyrics that I had. Like, I remember a very little bit about this thing. It's called Self-Deprecation.
When did you write it?
2020. I did it as a 6-hour songwriting challenge with a friend of mine. We did it like as a virtual songwriting thing.
Okay.
I think I wrote 5 songs in 6 hours, and that was one of them.
Chris says he's still listening, but I don't believe him.
I mean,
I can literally see that he is.
He was writing.
Yeah. But fake news. Okay. You've heard my Bushwick Book Club song. I've been invited to do it again in August. For a James Baldwin book. I don't know what it is. It was emailed to me, and I think I'm just going to buy the paperback like I did for Fahrenheit 451 and just read
That's
it.
pretty cool.
I love the smell of a book.
I did a Baldwin one. Shit. Let me remember. Let me look up the names.
Oh, I feel like it's become like canon now that every time I if I take a puff of this pen,
well, it was called Another Country.
Okay, I don't think. Would they repeat books? I don't think they
well,
would.
Well, they're the Bushwick Book Club. I think
they have
they're like
covens or sects.
It's like franchisees. Like so. Like they don't communicate per se.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if we were the first to do Fahrenheit 451, honestly. Anyway, I've taken to, and this is another pop culture thing, much like the Watto's hat thing, where if I have a thing in my mouth, I have to say, "Get me pictures of Spider-Man," because of the angry man from the newspaper. Anyway, so I guess I'll play my my Bushwick Book Club song, and then you'll be one of the first to hear it, I'm sure. Once I write the other one. So
cool.
Incentive or deterrent? Who knows, man. But this
do I need to sing? Do I need to sing the self-deprecation song again?
Yeah, sure. Did you play it already today?
That was the one I just played. It doesn't seem like you were paying attention.
What, the one you just played was about? Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm so mired in self-deprecation that I can't realize.
It's like, I feel sorry for folks that like you, that like me. You don't seem dumb, but who am I to say?
Yeah, that just seems like existence. So no, I guess I didn't see it. I guess that says something about me, huh? Fucking hell.
All right, well, give it to me.
Okay.
Give it to me.
Oof.
Give it to me.
Would you? Oh boy. Okay.
Give it to me.
All right. Well, there we go. One more for good measure. Would you rather one you haven't heard or this Bushwick one that you have?
Absolutely. I'd love to hear something I haven't heard.
Okay. All right. I don't think you've heard this one. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, the sound's good when you can hear the fans in the lights. They're like, it's like fans, but also like fans, like blowing wind. Air, I guess. Well, wind is moving air, right? Thank you. I needed confirmation. I can't go on unless that's one of the conditions of my... Oh, yeah. Well, you're welcome, I guess. It was coincidence. I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff you weren't involved with when you were here. Because we're nice like that. We're so nice with it. Lights. Am I right, kids? I don't think you've heard this song. If you've heard it, by the time I get to the chorus, please just interrupt me and I'll stop playing it. Do we have a deal? Okay. Skies are black and gray. I walk the track you lay. Tie myself down to the rails. It's almost over now. Time to drink it down. In the end, the truth prevails. scared of what the truth will bring. I'm the liar, the thief, the monster of your dreams. And aren't you scared? Yeah, trying to protect you only cause more harm. Guess it's time I let you take the path you want. Things will never be the same, and I'm the one to blame. Yes, I guess it's best you run away. 'Cause I'm a liar, a thief, I defy all you believe, and I'm too scared what the truth will bring. I'm the liar, the thief, the monster of your dreams, and aren't you scared of what the truth will bring? I keep slowing down. That's the whole reason I play this song. It needs to be this fast. You know, that's more fun, and I've been able to do it, but yeah, that's a riff that I heard in a live performance of a Jason Mraz song, and he didn't play that riff precisely. He just did like a little hammer on like an E minor thing, and I was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna make that into a song, and then I did that. Yeah,
Nice.
those were my
Yeah, that's like that's really like just fast finger song.
Yeah, and that's one of the things where, like, you know, I was like, I just wasn't alone. I mean, I was alone for a while. I was alone for a while. And so, you know, I wrote that, and then it would just be something I drilled while I watched anime or something, you know. Well, do you have a finger picky thing? I mean, a lot of your stuff is really, like, intricate, so.
I got this. I just like. I never had an nylon string guitar until I got this thing at the Goodwill.
I think we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, but it's like now I just put it in the living room and it gets tons of play.
Yeah, well, it's that's my favorite kind of guitar to play, and like I wrote that song on a steel string. I didn't get a nylon string until like 4 or 5 years later, and once I played that song on that guitar, I'm like, oh well, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just really like it. Sure, I'll play another one.
Yeah. I did have a segment that I
Oh, what's your segment?
It's a segment for new songs, and it's like, you know, maybe this one will be the one that like grabs people, you know. And it's just called, it's pretty simple. I came up with the name, Chris came up with the concept, maybe this song. It's a Crazy Ex-Girlfriend reference to Maybe This Train.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so do you have one of those where like you think like, you know, this is the precursor to our long-standing where is it? Oh man, see, I can never find him when I'm looking for him. Boy. Yeah, Where's My Goddamn Parade is the follow-up to that, when nobody responds the way you want them to this song that you think is like, you know, this is my fucking best work. Like, I surprised myself with this, you know. I got one of those that that's actually my Bushwick song is one of those where I'm like, Wow,
I feel like I might be like
fucking surprised myself.
Did I ever have you heard the big one about war?
That sounds familiar.
It's like a 6-minute song.
Let's say I haven't, and then you just play it. Is that what you're playing right now? Are you using a tuner when you do that, or are you just tuning by ear?
I'm just tuning by ear.
Okay, you're a monster. We all hate you, even though it's just me here. Act like Chris is still here, and then he's also agreeing with me. Okay.
I'm gonna have to pull the lyrics out real quick. I thought I knew it, but I think I need a little bit of a refresher.
I'll allow it, but watch yourself, counselor.
Thank you very much.
Thin ice.
Spank you very often.
Okay.
All right. I was lounging in the royal bed of Our Lady Henriette, known far and wide for her volcanic fury, known less widely for her deep, dark love of me. Laying languidly entwined, laughter breeding more in kind, flowing off the far edge of the bed on its way to the sea. Bliss so complete, so sweet, who'd have thought the queen could ever love me? Sighing deeply, she rose, kissed me gently on the nose. I was incapable of uttering a word. She looked out the window to the south, quirky smile twisting that pretty mouth, and out of it flew something quite absurd. She said, I want war. I've thought long and hard about it. I want war. There's simply no way around it. I've got an army. What's an army for? I want war. I said, remember when you came to me, lifted me out of obscurity. I was a soldier just returned to France. I'd seen my brother die, held my mother as she cried, filled the country's coffers with the tip of my lance. You want war, but to what end? To make enemies of friends, to make friends of enemies out of convenience. Weigh the cost of what you seek, and if it helps, consider me. Show your faithful army leniency. And she looked shocked, taken aback, turned away, and in fact, I thought maybe my pleas had punctured her desire. But I'd forgotten for a moment, oh, a crucial, precious moment, what she's known for more than for her love of me. And I know whence, from where you came, heart of mine, the sad refrain The responsibility is not yours to shoulder. You're my concert husband, true, but there's things I have to do, things to think about, you'll learn about when you're older. And even if I lived in squalor, I would still think of the larders of the people whose allegiance I exist in. Their comfort is related to the towns my armies raided. So if you're looking for a wall to put a fist in, no one's born a soldier. You had years to turn away. Be a peasant, be a blacksmith, whittle arrow shafts all day. You were not some random lover. You came highly recommended, decorated, capable, and hard, and just what I expected from the soldiers who fulfill my wish. Be my sword and shield and bow, and give me every yes when I kiss you on the nose. You know you did your bloody duty, and it's useless to imagine if we didn't need aggression to safeguard our country's ration. So when I say I want war, I've thought long and hard about it. I mean, a war is a right, there ain't no way around it. I've got an army, and I know what it's for. I don't have to like it, but I want war. And I thought long and hard on this defense of anti-pacifist. Was diplomacy an art worth wasting time on? Are our adversaries destined to be set against us always? Can humanity let bygones be bygones? Henriette and I agreed to discreetly disagree, and I have built a State Department that I am proud of. But she has always held the spear. We're still animals, I fear, and I'm the point that goes in when she gives a shove.
I turned off. Hold on. There we go. I think you've played that before.
Yeah. That's one of the songs that I'm like, wow. That's a really good song, and it's like really sort of epic, and
it really is.
Yeah.
Different like points of view. I mean, it's a story. I mean,
Yeah.
it's it's great. What inspired that? What is that about? A specific war?
No, that was one of those. That was a different exercise, a songwriting exercise called cutout, where you like cut out words from poetry and like trashy novels and stuff, and then sort of fashion them into poems, and then like cut out poems. They look like something that a serial killer would write when they like kidnap a child or something.
Yeah.
And then you use that sort of to like inspire something, and that was like the whole thing came out of like the Henriette with her volcanic fury, like, and that was the whole thing. And then I was like,
yeah, because I was like, is there a monarch, like some historical monarch called Henriette?
Nope.
So I didn't know. Okay.
No, it's it's all like this like prince, this queen, just like hooking up with some knight in a little bedroom scene.
Well, man, that's how you know it works, is if somebody's like, did that happen? It's like when there's this Netflix show, The Queen's Gambit, which is about chess,
Yeah.
With
I watched it.
the woman who no one can tell where she's from.
Yeah.
Because her accent is just where is it? Where's it going? And now she's Charlize Theron in that George Miller movie. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I was like, oh, did this Beth Harmon lady, is that a person? Did she exist? Turns out, nope. That shit was just fucking made up.
It's just just all about the ravages of drugs.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of propaganda.
Yeah, man. just like the Watchmen TV show, honestly.
They put a little fentanyl on the queen, and then she just started
she touched it, and then that's it. Fucking lights out, baby. Because we all know that's how fentanyl works. All right. Well, I guess I'll do my Bushwick song, because that is, I mean, Fahrenheit 451 is completely about war, because it's like a wartime fascist state where they're just in perpetual war, and that doesn't seem like anything. Hey, Sean, did you hear about the National Guard being deployed in the New York subway because of all of the crime?
Yep, sounds like there's some elections coming up.
Yeah. Well, you should have been here earlier when we were getting into that shit.
All right, last one, and then I think I'm gonna cash out too.
Okay.
But I will play along with your Fahrenheit 451 song.
Okay. So I'm closing us out. I have to set the tone. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
you have to snuff the tone.
Okay. All right.
Unless that makes you sad, and I can play another one. That's okay.
I mean, everything, Sean. Everything makes me sad.
All right.
I'm like a reverse Hulk.
Well, we can play it by ear. If you get to the end of your Fahrenheit 451 song and you really feel like you don't want that to be the end of the night, then I'd be happy to do one.
I'm just gonna make that face at the end, and I won't stop making the face until you start playing a song. So
okay,
that's just what's gonna happen. Okay.
All right.
Plus, this song is kind of short compared to all my other things that I do. To bed, just lay with me, rest your head and try to sleep. There's nothing there in the dark, no need to go and fall apart. Just smile, maybe it won't happen. Just smile. Don't have the patience for these conversations. It hurts when I think too much. So take the car, join me in the park. be will make the whole world bright and clean. Protect and serve, hold the line, custodians of peace of mind. Just smile, doesn't matter that it happened. Just smile, little peace and quiet, gotta keep implying. There's no need to kick the high. Don't try to justify it, just trust the fire. Be happy to be alive. Is it too much to ask of you to abandon all concern? Is there no going back to when you loved to watch it burn? So goodbye to good vibes. I didn't like hold that chord from being played at that time for dramatic effect. That was because I forgot what the chords were at that point. But it worked, I guess.
That's really a very pretty song.
Thank you. It sounds like it's from a musical because I'm writing a musical now. So like everything I write, I feel is just like comes out in that like kind of show tunesy way. And I'm trying to think of a way to put it in the show that I'm writing because I love it so much. Like, you know, and so I don't know. The show's already going to be really long. And I don't know how I'm going to like stage it or whatever. Anyway, I don't want to keep you, and we've already done an Irishman, so my wish has been granted. So
what's Irishman?
It is a Martin Scorsese movie, where
that's the link. Well, no, now I found a song that I want to try.
Okay, fuck yeah, let's do it.
This is definitely. I think this is one you haven't heard yet.
Okay, I'm all about that.
It's called "The Voice of God." Once I believe. I think it's probably going to be capoed. Let's capo it up a little bit. It just doesn't quite feel quite right. Once I believed in you, though you're damaged and it shows. What could be a walk in the park feels like wading through the snow. Mediocrity raise the sharp and wire fine. Excellence has never been a skill that you've refined. Like the voice of God, more profound, more pathetic. Nothing left to fear. That is, unless you let it get inside your hope. How fast, Prince Charming. Believe in your own hype is what's most alarming. A sharp bang, a pang, a fuse, crackling electric hum. Tear gas, blood-stained teeth, hanging off the final rung. Iron grips, not my weakness. I've got hanging there for days, miles, miles. There's a lesson to keep close. You can never trust my smile, like the voice of God. More profound, more pathetic. Nothing left to fear doubt. That is unless you let it get inside your faith. Wild eyes, something's missing. Does anyone know where I can find a well? Works well for wishing. Spent half the money on dreams and alcohol. Broker in a truce, crowbar and drywall. I'm sorry, overrun with these regrets. Let me fade away if you have any sense. Like the voice of God, sounding sort of apoplectic. Doesn't seem like when things get and stay so frenetic, it gets inside his skin, so he sloughs off all the pain and settles and shakes and settles and shakes and settles and shakes and sleeps again.
Well, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. It's like I don't really remember exactly how some of it goes, and it feels like it's like a song. I usually don't look at my songs and say, "Oh, you know, this one could be tightened up." I'm usually pretty like lax about that. But this one in particular is like pretty obtuse.
Yeah.
Maybe like make it a little bit more linear, or like a little bit more, a little bit less, a little bit less. You have to like it needs an introduction kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm struggling with that, as you may or may not know, and I'm gonna let you go. I promise. I know even over there, it's like it's 11 now, so it's too late. I've kept you too long, but I'm writing a show thing, as I alluded to earlier, and so you have to thread that needle of it being a story that you're telling that is a specific experience from a specific point of view, but it can't be too insular so that it's impenetrable.
Yeah, this one is pretty. This one definitely leans more in that direction.
But it helps that the melody is, just hypnotic. I mean, it's
like definitely like it's like wrapped around just like a snake.
Yeah, it's really.
I believe in you, though you're damaged, and it shows.
Yeah, it's like a carousel. Yeah, it's fucking
waiting
it's good stuff.
Snow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm so glad that you hopped on here. It's been a night of special guests and lovely times. And I mean, do you have some sort of? We had a cold open tonight. Would you like to do a cold exit and then I just stop in the middle of whatever the fuck you're playing because
Sure.
I'm an unceremonious piece of shit?